All aboard the Korean hype train.
All right. Thank you, Phaetox, for your tier 1 subscription. Appreciate it. We are a little bit late on this, but I've been out for a couple days, so we're getting around to the LPL finals now. I have not seen the games. Would York be a good choice for lane swap since he's a strong 1v1 / no, because he's bad in professional play in general. I'd like to ask your opinion about Travis's video on Saudi Arabia World Cup and not covering it. I thought it was a good video, actually. I thought it was a good video. I mean, I'm going to be covering it, but, you know, we will on LFN. But I thought he had respectable reasons why he would not be doing so. I appreciated that he called out Riot on their bullshit where they try and, you know, play at arm's length, but they're giving them a license and probably getting paid for it. I think that's very good commentary. Anyway, that was pretty good. All right.
Some adaptation from the last series. They had to have learned. They had 5 games against each other, and here now in the grand finals, fighting for that silver. How will they adapt?
Again, I have not seen these games, guys.
In our LPL spring and revenge. There we go.
I guess we just don't get to see Pick Ban? Oh, Pick Ban's here, sorry. My bad, guys. It's Chinese Caster Jun. Oh my god. All right. Whoa. All right, so we're starting straight with a Lucian pick here for Elk, who's a lovely Lucian player. So I'm going to take Azir Senna on this side, Tom Kench, very safe lane in the bot side. This plays to the aggression that BLG likes to play through in the bottom side of the map. Bit surprising that we're going to see Jun on Maokai, considering he likes to play more aggressive champions generally. 369 makes sense. You would not let him have Rumble. He's been amazing on this pick throughout the season. Like, really hard carried games on it. So I get that ban. And then Bin's Jax, of course. So we're going to play Viego for TN. A little bit more of a carry style. Now, you know, relatively low range with these three, but it's got a very strong 2v2 in the top side for TES. So hopefully TN will be trying to make some plays with 369's Renekton into Bin's Aatrox.
Favorite thing, because here in the LPL we love ourselves some full contact team fighting through rain the mouth when these two teams faced off against each other. Different strategy now in the looking at with the finals ever as an organization, and they're looking for their first win. We're getting into game number 1 now, so let's hear those Gios get loud.
Gerbils don't exist. Welcome back. All right, so let's get into this one. Standard, looks like pretty standard level ones. Maybe some shenanigans here. They may try and sweep in and try and prevent any early aggression. Nope. Could have been a 3 or 4 stack sweeping through the bot side to check and see if there are any wards, but they have wards in the river already. How are we? I'm a little sick, actually. Rather see double list analysis of this series? Well, he only watched the finals, apparently, dude. It is mind-boggling that you would think that Jackie Love or Knight are bad. Zachary Polk, thank you for your Twitch Prime subscription. I appreciate it.
And particularly in this case as well, one of the big things about Lucian Nami is that they hate playing against the Maokais. It was a takeaway, but it also helps when, you know, you're pulling all the ultimate triggers. When we get later into the game, that can be really, really important. But we'll have to wait for that point. Have to see how much gold they have in pockets before we even reach that. We can see right now, BLG, it's pretty common for them to have a lot of pushing early lanes. Last year, there was an interview from a couple of...
Yeah, this is how BLG really plays. Is Nymeera's saying like they really like to push forward aggressively and then have invades through the bot side. It's probably why we saw the wards here actually from top esports on the two bot side river entrances early in case the early push came through and the Maokais decided to sweep through. But it's not happening, at least not right now. Top esports obviously wants to focus top with the Viego and Renekton lockdown. Here it comes. All right. It's classic BLG. Seems like this would be a pretty tough dive, but maybe. Wow. I mean, it's just really not that great because you have a farming Tahm Kench, right? Like, it's okay, but you don't actually deny that much of the wave, and the Tahm Kench is the one who's farming anyway, so what does he care? Like, what do they really care about the death here?
This is already a good start, and BLG showcasing once again that their ability to dive bot lanes is very, very powerful. Immediately, 3v3 bot side. This has been their bread and butter the entirety of this split. Shun gets himself on the board.
Mako gets red buff out of this too. It's unfortunate he got the kill. Like, I think you want Senna to have that kill, but you know, the tank Tahm Kench, like Tahm Kench becoming a Giga tank is actually really good into BLG's composition. Now it's a little bit hard for them to deal with very high HP targets with the champions that they have and the itemization builds they're likely to go. Because Knight's building Seraph's Embrace first. Right? So it's fine, but I don't really think that kind of dive really hurts top esports that much.
And we're starting to get to the point where we're getting level 6s. Knight on the Talia is going to need to roam out on the side. TN is the one that's going to start the dragon right now, and it is going to be the opposite side.
Even Lucian destroys tanks these days, cut down an LDR, so OP against high HP. Yeah, but he's going to be a while before he gets LDR, right? Whereas the Tahm Kench has been a little bit accelerated right now, so we'll see.
When it's given to them, it's BLG who get themselves all three of those grubs on the top side of the map. And so far, we've seen ships passing in the night between Tian and Shun. In the last series, it was very much, let's go where each other is and let's fight. This time around, they were really taking a different approach, at least in game number 1. And I think the late game win condition for BLG is setting up those big team fights, and maybe getting those grubs can help you springboard off that afterwards. I mean, they already have the ultimate in terms of a global to help them be in side lanes, hit turrets, and then move somewhere else to start a fight. So yes, them having grubs, it can help with that as well. We'll see if they can finish off the set of 6. That's when it becomes a really big issue.
The grub again?
A grub again. The full house. Yeah, we'll see if that ends up happening. The Zerg rush is one of my favorite things to watch in this particular season.
How do you translate that into League of Legends?
You know, we're seeing that Tian heading.
Just gonna skip forward a little bit.
So he's going to drop himself a ward in that river. So C369 maybe taking a hard trade.
Tian, what?
Nice trade.
This way, not going to end up going. He goes for the Krugs anyway. Has been very quiet on the home front of the jungle in a matchup where we expected both these two guys to be very aggressive in their pathing. I think Tian obviously was very confident in his approach against Shun, saying, you know, you're still going to be winless after this. You're still not going to have a championship, and I'll have it all.
I mean, apparently these two, they were kind of coordinating before the trash talk came in before that finals to say, you know, let's just go all out, both these players. They know each other very well. They've fought each other an awful amount of times. So many of these players have. And see that right now, Tian not really looking into the enemy jungle in real earnest, just looking to get some vision and just see where the enemy is. Battle warding, as we like to call it.
Battle warding.
Yeah.
Also with the move from Knight, going to be a little bit difficult to add on to that a little bit. Now, we are just getting to a point where you had a little bit of an advantage mid-game to make
a traditional tank in the way that not quite the same though. It's like unkillable from
Pretty slow actually, guys. Pretty slow early game here.
Front to back. You have to be very careful, particularly once Elk starts getting towards 2-3.
Trees, thank you for your tier 1 sub. I appreciate it. June here with level 6. Mako has level 6 for Devour as well.
Now you also have Tien coming down the long way here.
Is he off the vision? No, he's not. He walked over a wall to get there, so BLG would have had advanced warning on that. Again, so much about this game and the way the playmaking happens is about the vision control.
Oh, nice aggressive zone from Cream there.
A lot easier. Cream gets
Covering for Viego taking the Wolves.
have ult, he can get out of that lane,
So he can get over the wall if he needs to.
reserved for game 1. Actually, we have the first dragon in a minute and a half. We've got to see some more openings at that point.
Pretty chill game.
What I find so curious about this is very reminiscent to game number 5 in their last series, where it literally was just quiet until it exploded, and it feels like both these teams taking a lot of reservation, but also respect.
Never watched this series because I haven't streamed it yet. Oh, yeah, I haven't seen it either. I've been busy with family stuff. I'm going back to the States for MSI.
Ourselves rotation towards the top side. Now, of course, this is really to fight about those grubs. Grubs are things which some people overlook, but if you give over 6, that is a big, big problem. BLG not going to be first to the play, but they will be there in force.
369's like, oh, that's not the corner I want to walk into. Okay, BLG moving in. 369 going to slice him down.
Uh-oh. Couldn't get over the wall. 369 already flashed. Wow, nice Devour. Wow, that is crazy. Oh my god. I can't believe how hard Top won this fight. 369 actual god? Wow, look at this, guys. This is actually a beautiful fight. It looks so bad at the start. I mean, 369 sees what's coming, eats the culling, manages to sidestep it, sees the blast cone over the wall, flashes, uses one slice, then dice off of the Void Grub. Use Dominus, gets the extra HP, Abyssal Dive to go over the wall here, and he gets shielded, barely gets over the wall with Devour. By this time, Cream is here. Cream then comes in, hits 3-man, right? Starts getting Viego resets. Mako gets... How does Mako get over the wall? Oh, Blast Cone. He Blast Cones over the wall. Jackie Love's actually able to take out Elk here as well. Man, what a crazy... That's like a trust fall from Top Esports from 369 getting saved in that position.
Wonderful response to BLG, not quite landing their engage in the right way. It will not be 6 grubs over to BLG, which we said would have been a big win for them. It's a denial of them, and Top Esports come through.
The time zone for MSI. Actually, guys, the time zone is going to be better for you because I'll be able to start streaming basically right when the games end, which will be in the morning US time and the evening European time. So the time zone's actually going to be better for the VOD reviews.
Things incredibly well, and now BLG, they're not going to have that same gold lead, which we said they can run away with so easily. I don't think this part of the fight is bad. You get the flash out of the Renekton, very important thing. This is where things go a little too far, though. I think that shouldn't just overstay as welcome. We can really see the value which Mako has had as well. Mako, of course, been such an...
Mako, huge play.
Massive first play of the game for him in this all-important grand finals.
Jackie Love and Mako.
Look at this play, too. Look at the Blast Cone play. They literally are coordinating this. So they see the flash here, and they coordinate it so Mako goes into pit, and 369 actually just goes straight into the Lucian. And yeah, he dies, but Jackie Love gets the kill.
BLG having a little bit of trouble keeping it together here, and they are that early game composition, at least more so than Top Esports, but they have...
You think morning is a good time for us Zoomers? I'll still be on in the late morning. Also, it'll be afternoon at East Coast. I'll probably start streaming at like 8 Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. Depends on when the games end.
That's big for them too. It's going to be a Cloud Rift. It's not necessarily the biggest thing, but now cross map potentially on the other side. They're little.
2 Drakes already though, and Herald for Top Esports. Or not Herald. I mean, they got the 3 grubs. They're playing around. I mean, they play around their duo lane pressure super well. What do you think about Bozo Lift calling 369 and Jackie Love bad players? I don't know, man. That's just so crazy. Jackie Love has been very good both this year and last year. He was really, really good. Jackie Love might be the best AD carry in the world right now, so it's insane to say that. Like, I think he probably is the best AD carry in the world right now. Ruler has not been as good this season. I mean, Viper's up there. It's probably Viper or Jackie Love at this point in time.
And it means that BLG, they've been trying to snatch and grab at a couple of plays for the last few minutes. They haven't quite found themselves a big advantage just yet, though. Top esports really answering well in this early game, despite that early dive being a big bonus for BLG.
I think that just shows that there's been a lot of growth for top esports.
By the way, Twitch apparently, like, canceled a lot of long-time subscriber subs. So if you want to keep your sub streaks and you've been one of my OG subs, you probably want to do that, redo that.
Better for them, at least around these skirmishes. They get themselves a plate from this top side. Again, if you've got the Lucian army, particularly Elk and On's Lucian army, you don't expect the enemy bot lane to be walking around getting plates. They've gotten themselves something there, though, and now it really goes to show how good these players are on the side of top esports as well. BLG, realistically, as an org, they've never come into a split.
Yeah, they're just playing around Lucian mid-pressure now is how you do it. You can get deep vision off of this. Yeah, wave clear is going to be somewhat limited with the Tom Kench Senna in the mid lane. So using culling just to continue to provide pressure, trying to get a Rift Herald here.
Latter half of our playoffs. Maybe Mako looks a little bit different. Maybe he's not in a black and white jersey this time around. It's his first split off of EDG, and he has absolutely shown that he was the crux of that team, and he has been a beautiful influence on TES.
Yeah, I love that you mentioned that. You know, Mako, 1,100 games thereabouts for EDG over.
I just love how Doublelift calls Dom a parasite and then proceeds to parasitically leech off of alleged knowledge of the professional scene when he's actually just too fucking lazy to do what Dom does and co-stream everything. It's very hard, to be fair, but... And then he just issues MSI opinions despite the fact that he hasn't even watched most of the regions of the world.
This is a classic for Tien, right? He's so good at kind of setting up that framework for the rest of the team. You can see that BLG now, though, they are starting to get some saplings into the enemy jungle, some wards as well. This is where the game is going to get very, very interesting. BLG did not explode the early game. Top esports, they've answered well. They have themselves a slight gold lead, and they have...
Do I have the link to ProView for this finals? Yeah, I saw Cadril tweeted it. Thank you, Coin1, for your Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate it.
See if they can start accelerating this game before, as you mentioned, you know, the double long-range carries of the Azir and the Senna starts to stack up as well and become a real problem in the late game.
It's going to be curious how BLG try to approach this, because Elk is going to have some hands on him, at least to dodge out in these team fights especially. And some of that...
he's an Elk, he has hooves, you know?
True.
It's worked very hard to get to this point, yeah.
You know, well, maybe he'll just use his weight, swing it around a little bit. You know, an Elk weighs almost 1,000 pounds.
Why are we still picking Lucian Nami? Because Lucian Nami's really good. So the way that you can play it, so first off, it can bully bot side in many matchups. Secondly, this is where it really shines, is when we get to this phase of the game, it gives you insane priority. Because basically, you can use the Lucian to push up very far in the lane and to clear the wave quickly and to poke people out using your ult, which then allows, you know, dragon control, herald control, and deep vision to be placed in. He really is just like Giga mid-prio champion. And it makes trading super easy. He also does an insane amount of damage if you play him well. It's hard to stop him from poking you before objectives because he kind of just dashes forward. And because he has these energized items like Rapid Fire Cannon and Static Shiv plus Nami buffs, you know, he can get in and out really quickly and do a lot of upfront damage, especially he has First Strike as well. So he does a huge amount of poke damage, which is really problematic around, you know, mid and late game objectives. And, you know, he can, if you're a good player, you can dodge a lot of skill shots. Thank you, Archangel King, for your Twitch Prime sub. So he really just does a lot of favors for you in the mid and late game. Can you see, like, right here? Look at this trade that he's going to get onto Jackie Love. Whoops. Pushed the wrong button there. Sorry, guys.
That way. But as it stands right now, you can see that 369 on the Renekton versus the Aatrox had the run of the lane. As you tend to, it's not a big lead, but it's something we can keep pushing in the mid lane. Elch starting to put out some damage, but Jackie Love trading back just as well. It is really hard.
That was actually a good trade.
It's hard for BLG to get themselves a good entry towards the bot side of the lane.
And that's a second item spike for Elk. That's that you weren't able even to chunk Jackie Love to half because of the sustainability that Senna brings. So that is the curious spotlight for me, because both bot lanes have been so crucial to these two teams.
Huge moment as well. Talk about the Lucian power spike, big moment there, but particularly profane Hydra, not profane Hydra.
Thank you, Iron Socks, for your Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate it.
It now can be a huge flanking threat. He has himself a teleport.
Yeah, it also, when you have this mid... I mean, look at this damage, right? Force out summoners, forces a heal out.
Can be a huge flanking threat. He has himself a teleport.
Right. It's like so ridiculous. Mako has to body block for him. Jackie Love takes a bazillion damage.
Thing is, despite the fact that Elk has done some good damage here, it doesn't buy them access into bot river. So we were talking about, can BLG set up towards bot side? The answer is no, they can't. Despite the fact that they had the Aatrox with that first side of Spike. So BLG choose to cross map instead. They did return to that Herald earlier. They picked up that objective. Gonna get some gold on tonight. Knight in their last series wasn't necessarily the main character of the 5-game win that BLG had, but on the Talia, getting extra gold in pocket, you can't count this guy out either. This Talia.
What are the odds of the third international tournament is just testing the waters for esports World Cup? I mean, obviously, but I don't think it'll be esports World Cup. It'll probably just be something the Saudis pay for through ESL. So I would anticipate that Riot doesn't pay for it. They just let the Saudis pay for it. Or maybe it'll be esports World Cup at a different time. Who knows? It probably won't be in July, though, in future years. Skinman! Thank you for Twitch Prime sub. You guys are Prime subbing out of control. I really appreciate it. Do you think BLG is better than Gen G / T1? I have not seen these finals. BLG is very good, though. And I think the matchup is bad for Gen G because BLG plays so hard through their bot lane, and Gen G's bot lane has been pretty weak in the laning phase. So that, even if maybe Gen G is a better team, the matchup just might be really bad for Gen G. Oh my god, 369, he plays on the edge so well, just waiting for his rage to get up. Oh, there's the heal. Still gonna die, but his patience is crazy. Did T1 not also play through their bot lane? They have, but their bot lane has looked weaker recently, and that's part of the reason why T1 has not been doing so well. TN sucks, man. He really sucks. I mean, you got to make this play, right? You got to be able to make this play, but you're trying to do it when you know that they have TP and your Azir does not. So it is wacky, though, that they have... I mean, they just bail on this fight immediately. Is Static better than Stormrazor? Static is good because it's super cheap, so you can get it very fast. It's going to be a tower, at least a tower for kill, all in all. Not going to be a massive explosion, but again, testing the waters. BLG is starting to get to the point where top esports cannot disrespect their damage.
And I think we're starting to see what the side lane can offer here as well. Knight versus Cream, an interesting matchup nonetheless, but we've got to take a look at this top side play.
Now, just before this, we saw that Cream used his teleport on bot side. He can't teleport towards that top side. It's a pretty strong play onto the Maokai in terms of the initial damage, but they can't finish it off. And then the flash after this. Great response from Shun. Stops the second part of the Renekton coming through. That's why it looks a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
Play onto the Maokai
nonetheless, but we've got to take a look at this top side play.
Now, just before this, we saw that Cream used his teleport on bot side. He can't teleport towards that top side. It's a pretty strong play onto the Maokai in terms of the initial damage, but they can't finish it off.
Yeah, Jun actually stops him from getting the E2. It's a good observation by Nymera.
Really close-knit fights in that top side of the map to get BLG back in a little bit of the driver's seat. The thing is now, though, they're already down 3 dragons. The decision-making is not in their hands.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. So BLG, they need to find themselves some ways to potentially break this mid lane out of turret and then the bot lane out of turret as well. Once they have fallen, and they can get these saplings into the enemy jungle, a couple of wards as well. I think that's where top esports can maybe be pulled apart.
It's crazy this game is actually so close, only 300 gold, but that Cloud Drake is really huge. Cloud Drake is so scary on top esports, Cloud Soul. I mean, with Viego, Azir, Senna, Renekton. I mean, even just, it's very helpful to get in and out quickly with the Devour for Tom Kench. Super good.
All of this starts with just the fact that Elk and Odd are bodying this mid lane in terms of the trades, and now here comes the Taliyah wall. It's just going to be turning off for the turret. Mid lane out of turret.
So I was telling you guys about what the Lucian can do, right? He just does so much upfront damage and poke damage. Like, you actually just force out the ult there from the Tom Kench, and then you can clear the wave extremely quickly. And Knight just pops the wall down here to ensure that the tower is taken. Mid lane tier 1 is taken is so important. Holy Pally IC, thank you for your Twitch Prime sub.
Has been, do they know what to do if they don't have a lead past mid-game? They're showing us that they have some fight left to give, even if top esports have had control of this game so far. Now they have gold lead. Now they have that pressure in the mid lane that's gone, so they can go into this dragon fight a little bit more confident.
And it's just in time as well, because if they weren't finding this right now, then it would be a threat of, okay, what happens around this dragon? Now, of course, there's going to be a minute until that happens, but with BLG taking the mid lane out of turret and taking this fight at a time where their ultimates will largely be back in time as well, means that with mid lane out of turret, bot lane out of turret taken in one fell swoop, once again, BLG just run roughshod over the map and start claiming a lot of territory. Big moment.
That'll be all 3 outer towers now. Top esports trying to answer back a little bit of top lane pressure themselves, but gotta wonder if there is going to be enough gas in that tank for a second fight around that dragon. But it is also a position where I said top esports are decision-making power right now. They could choose just not to go after that one because they have the center. They have the.
When I watch this game live, I could think of this. So this is why teams pick Lucian. Yeah, Lucian is a good pick, guys. I mean, that's why we saw it, you know, raised to like first pick priority for T1 in particular. But it requires not only a very mechanically skilled and savvy, like aware Lucian player, but also just good play by the rest of the team because you have to follow up on his pushes in mid lane with good vision and objective control. Oh my god.
Oh my god, Elk is going forward. He is going to get the Dawning Shadow back and a ton of damage in his backside too. That is going to be the dragon started up by top esports. Okay, top esports get themselves.
I mean, they have to go for this, right? At least there's no Maokai ult anymore to really worry about. Bin on the flank right here. I think BLG has to give this one up. The threat of the Viego resets are so crazy. Oh my god, great flash from Elk. But Cream just has this kind of as a zoning tool to secure the Drake because they see this wall coming in, so it's desperate. Cream played this really well, by the way, guys. He basically forces Elk out so they can... Oh, he got it. Never mind. Yeah, but Jun getting that is huge. This is such a clutch play by BLG to deny Soul. Cream flash for that too. Man, Mako is so on point with this Tom Kench and his ults.
Oh my gosh, so we get ourselves BLG, a really important moment for them. They delay the Soul. Close run stuff, though. I really thought they were going to give over 1 or 2 kills. But we have to keep in the back of our minds. You give over, 1 kill. What happens with the Viego? Viego starts to reset. This is a big win condition. at that point for top esports. Elk jumping forward
Oh
again.
my god! Okay, that damage spike is there. Lord Doms has been completed, and a 3-item Lucian has come to town.
Yeah, just in case anyone's complaining about Lucian as a champion, like, oh, no one can play this champion. Welcome
Watch
to
the
LPL.
LPL.
Welcome to LPL. We don't even get to see the chunk before this from the AD carries before this point. Cream tries to jump forward onto Elk, and then the flash, fantastic. Very hard to flash out of his combos on the whole, but just to make it
Elk responded to the flash too. He didn't actually preempt the Azir flash. He reacted to the Azir flash. That's crazy.
Obviously in 369, but also the youngest of all these guys and the least tenured. Being a youngin around 4 goats is definitely difficult. So we'll see if he can do it here.
Absolutely. I think Cream has gone from strength to strength. This game's been not the cleanest for him so far, but then again, first game on a final stage, can't necessarily
First
blame
game
him
in your
necessarily.
first finals, it's all right.
Yeah, I'm not. But the thing is, right? You can understand why, but for this player, he's got to stand up. He's against Knight in that mid lane as well. Knight, one of the greatest mid laners that the LPL has ever produced on an MVP spring.
That's what I was about to say. Our MVP for spring. Now, BLG, we're looking for. This is the style that BLG needs to find. They're looking for side league shoves into the.
Who do you think was a better ADC player, Sneaker or Double Lift? Double Lift.
See what top esports are doing right now. Remember all of the damage that Elk was doing in the last couple of minutes? Top esports said, we don't like that. Not great for our
It's not
health.
fun. I don't like it.
Medical insurance is not recommended that we stand in front of this. So what they say is, well, what if we send every single person in the mid lane so he has to all into everyone? You see, that's how you do it. That's what they're trying to do. Overload numbers in the mid lane to stop Elk taking over the game. Huge item spikes. Could be what BLG used to fight their way back into the game even more again. Remember, top esports actually had a very good early game, considering.
Did I watch the last? I didn't stream the last top versus NIP game. I'm sorry.
First fight, it has been Elk really with this Lucian power spike, which has given BLG a fighting chance and now an advantage in the mid game.
And I think a quiet factor that's really going to start coming to a head here is how Ben and 369 affect the backlines, right? If 369 gets on Elk and there's no peel, he's dead. The same way for Ben on Jackie Love. So I think now that we're getting to the point where these guys are going to have such an influence, it's rightfully so that it's Ben and 369.
These players, they've not necessarily been the focus of the whole.
Oh my God.
Such an influence.
The traps.
So that it's Ben and 369.
These players, they've not necessarily.
That is crazy. Jackie Love has no flash, so he just actually can't get out of this, and they pop him and stun the Tom Kench before he can do anything. Oh my God, he's just ripping through this guy. He's got 3rd item Lord Doms. He's just fucking him up.
Bread and butter, what they want to do.
That is so dangerous. They give up vision around the mid lane, and Elk once again shows off how sharp those.
Getting CC on both was crucial, though, so the Tom Kench couldn't save him.
Very lucky this isn't a Baron going with it.
I cannot believe we've gotten to this state with such a tough climb for BLG in that early game. They
They're gonna, what, 2 tier 2s off of this? Let's check that out. Great pressure on this play, too.
Gets on Elk and there's no peel.
Advantage in the mid game.
And I think a quiet factor that's really going to start coming to a head here is how Ben and 369 affect the backlines, right? If 369 gets on Elk and there's no peel, he's dead. The same way for Ben.
So let's see here. They show Aatrox in the bot side. They show Aatrox on the bot side. They start pinging Azir in the top side. And it's just a little bit greedy here, not knowing where people could be, thinking they're all in a base. It's a good play by BLG. They faked their recall. And they're actually coordinating it now that Top is a man down and has to recall themselves into the bot lane here, so they can push in bot lane and mid at the same time.
We've gotten to this state with such a tough climb for BLG in that early game. They have come alive, and it's off the back of Elk, a guy who has made his name on BLG, who has made his name with On even since his time on Ultra Prime.
Here comes the Taliyah ult. BLG just pushing the pressure ever forwards.
Esports, they can't get out of here. They're stuck between a rock and a tower. As now Cream going to show up to do a little bit of that long-range poke damage. He is on 2.5 items now, but they're actually going to survive under this tier 2 down here.
Is MR Sunfire a must on Tom Kench over the normal one? No, but I think he's concerned about the Leandries on Knight. Oh my God. Knight just hitting all the shoves.
Elk is just so deadly, man.
The Fog of War is nasty. Naps the Maokai ult again.
Oof. Oh my god, forces the Zonias on the bubble.
They will front top esports under turret, but Mako able to make the difference there, able to tank down some of that. But you see some of that spacing that BLG can use.
Oof, again, I'm really quite surprised that no one died there myself. That's happening like, oh, again, it's another combo, it's another ult. BLG, they have a number of tools to really punish top esports when they're kind of stuck in this one area of the map, whether it's the Maokai ult with the tidal wave or the wall. The ability to change space on the map is so important, and this is the play.
The surprise brush. Great play. W is already started. Yeah, huge play by Knight mostly.
Really good combination so far, and Elk sitting at 3-1 now, almost on 4 items on the Lucian. We said that this can be a big carry for BLG, and he is.
Okay, so we got ourselves 20 seconds until Chill Dragon, but top esports have elected to not put any vision towards bot side of the map. Well, they've been pushing on the bot side anyway for the last few minutes. Not like they've had themselves that option, but here goes Shun.
Okay, Shun going in. The Bramble Smash not used yet. Elk getting some damage out, but look, 369's on Elk now, and everybody's found the connection, even with that twisted advance there by Tien. And so they do find the fight. Now they'll move to the Baron.
Doesn't matter that they're on soul point. They go towards top side instead and take 2 huge kills. Top esports, this should be the Baron. What hero plays have we got left from BLG?
And try to get in. Shun is not there for the steal, but a lot of damage can be done. Root wall used already. Throw some of those rocks. Top esports just going to commit to it right now. Ben is on the other angle here. About 4,000.
Any vision towards bot side of the map. Well, they've been pushing.
I mean, this is still.
Last few minutes. Not like they've had themselves that option, but
What is Jun doing, dude? Super terrible Maokai ult too. I hate these kind of Maokai ults where you W in and then R backwards because it roots you or stuns you for like 0 seconds basically. Because the CC duration is based off of distance. So what the fuck was that? Jun just like ran it down.
Some of those rocks. Top esports just going to commit to it right now. Ben is on the other angle here. About 4,000 on the Baron now. We're getting low as it should just go down. Top esports going to pull away from it. They do end up securing the objective. Nice seismic shove there. Q sweet spot.
Wow. Knight is so good at landing these seismic shoves. Jesus Christ. Oh, well. Still gave the shutdown over to Senna. Not ideal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Ben's huge. Ooh, misses the flash bubble.
Such a frantic Baron. Have we got any other place to look towards? Well, the big thing is now top esports have been delayed so much at retreating towards the Baron. They're not going to get themselves sold. They're going to have to give that one up towards the side of BLG. But the fact they get that Baron against the run of play, it felt like, is still huge. Both of these teams throwing plays back and forth against each other, picking off the carries in important moments. Means that this game maybe has a couple of twists left back and forth. Jaculov survives with the Baron buff. Important for him, means that he'll have 1 lane of pressure at least.
Ben sticking in that fight is insane. The man is a boxing legend in League of Legends, apparently, as we take a look back at it.
And even in game 1, feels like we've got multiple rounds with some heavyweights. Shun goes too deep. Again, feels like a similar kind of play towards the
oh, I hate that Maokai ult so much. Like, why are we Wing in when we can just be controlling space by threatening Maokai R? I hate it.
Turns things around, so Elk and Shun not really well positioned. Top esports punished well, but there's still a lot of damage left from the side of BLG. Even with their AD carry down, really does feel like Knight and Bin managed to play out the spacing of this fight very, very well to at least put top esports into a difficult situation. Come back to 11, creams out of Zonias.
Oh my goodness, he's on the other side of the wall. There's the Emperor's Divide, his own wall going up, but the culling not going to be enough to take him out. He is out of the fight now, though.
Devour wasn't up, though. That could have actually been a kill, potentially. Mako just got Devour up right now.
Necessarily pressure too. There's no objectives up on the map just yet. So, reminder, top esports still do have some Baron buffs because they just about survived. They've been delayed in using it, but they're going to use that to push down mid lane. BLG, they're forcing them to be grouped up right now and respond to this push.
They do end up getting the final outer tower now. Top esports feeling a little bit more confident. Also coming into their comfort zone. Something we talked so much about is Jaculov on the Senna. Yes, he's undefeated, but he's also the late game scaler right now. And that damage from Cream's going to really start coming online now that we're getting to 2-3 items.
Even in that last fight, there are you start to see some of the reasons why Jaculov...
It's a Grasp Azir, though, so it has been a little bit slower going. And he's got Abyssal Zonias.
just yet. Turret getting low. Okay, we got a 1v1 between Ben and 369. Oh, 369's got that.
Oh god. All right. Well,
And you better not miss 369 with a solo.
Oh, and he ults in with that Dominus. Gets himself a very important solo.
he has the Executioner's calling and the Sterix gauge, so in the prolonged engagement, he's going to have pretty good advantages.
Like that huge moment from the top laner of top esports as the remainder of this Baron buff gets 2 mid lane turrets for them.
Do I like the Tank Azir build? I like it in certain matchups. I think the Grasp Azir is actually quite good here because you need initiation with the composition that top esports has. And this is the kind of way that we would have seen it used, you know, by Showmaker when you have like a top lane carry or a jungle carry. So I think if you have a Viego that you're trying to get resets on and it can provide you, because otherwise you don't really have a form of primary engage here, so you kind of have to go in with the Azir. So building Grasp early Zonias is a way that Cream can engage a team fight, right? And if he gets out, right, once his Zonias clears after he shuffles in, you know, he can get devoured like we saw earlier in the Drake fight, or, right, he can get healed up by Senna ult. So there's a lot of heals and shields that are possibilities here. I find it a bit interesting that this Lucian doesn't have Serpent's Fang. That is something that I would think has pretty high value against top esports, especially that 369 has finished Asterix. So I think Serpent's Fang on Lucian would be good.
But when they are doing this, just have to keep in mind that on the other side, there is a lot of ability to now one-shot the carries from BLG. When Lucian jumped forward earlier, he was taking chunks. When he jumps forwards now, he might just straight up die.
And I'm taking a look at the builds for BLG on the other side as well. About 4 items for both Knight and Elk. Almost a 5th there for Elk himself. It is that Morello's that was completed for Knight.
It is, and it's just nice for a little bit of extra flat pen and the ability to potentially stop sound that Senna.
Just realized there's no Koreans on either of these teams. Yeah, it's interesting that they're sending 2 fully Chinese rosters to MSI.
Have we seen any advances from BLG? They managed to claim some vision in their bot side jungle. A little bit towards the bot side of the map. I think they get themselves that bot side scuttle as well. That's important. It means that they're not playing completely blinded. They don't have to play into fog of war from top esports. And now we get towards the point, one mistake potentially ends the game. You have resets on the side of top esports, but on the side of BLG, you know, if you give even, you know, the resets to World Ender on Aatrox, maybe that move speed ends up ending the team fight as well. So both of these teams, no mistakes allowed now.
One slip up can make the difference between a game 1 victory and a game 1 loss. Tian on the other side actually has an angle.
Ending the team fight as well. So both of these teams, no mistakes allowed now.
One slip up can make the difference between a game 1 victory and a game 1 loss. Tian on the other side actually has an angle. Cream misses the engage again, but Tian.
These teams, no mistakes allowed now.
One slip up can make the difference between a game 1 victory and a game 1 loss. Tian on the other side actually has an angle.
Man, he keeps forcing that Lucian flash, though.
He has the angle here on the other side. He's trying to get it, but he gets damage right back to him.
They don't get any Viego resets. It's pretty huge. Man, it's crazy that top esports, they got Baron, but they prioritized Baron over Cloud Soul. Yeah, Elk really pushing his limits. He's reacting to Cream's flashes, too. He's done that twice now. That is hard to do.
These teams, no mistakes allowed now.
Yeah, this is how you have to frontline as the Lucian, which means that you need crazy. I mean, he's dodging the right here. He's using culling, and he's actually just playing on the exact outer edge of the center route. Comes in, does a fuck ton of damage, dashes in, reacts to Cream's flash because it's not what Cream does. Isn't a he actually does it. He uses his slide here, and so he just straight up tries to flash ult him. And he responds to that, and he, you know, the Talia is nice because you can play a little bit more forward because people can't come onto the rocks necessarily. But then he's just fucking with Tian on the side, forces his flash, forces his ult. Super impressive.
been getting all game.
You can see the damage numbers from Elk. He almost
Hype that the new Jackie Love is going international. I think a lot more fans are in for a shock when they see how good he is. Yeah, I mean, all the dumb fans who have been watching him just like meme on him for inting, but he hasn't done that since like 2022. 2023 and 2024, he's been really consistent.
Down, but they'll take primary position over the Dragon.
But it also means double teleport off from top esports. They've recovered from that mid lane fight and get themselves into the front-to-back position. No flanks available just yet.
All right, Tien is here. There's the Weaver's Wall to block off the Dragon. They need to try to burn this before they can get it, but Tien's right on the other side of the wall. The Weaver's Wall goes down. Top esports right back to the fight. Bin is looking on the angle here on the other side, but can't get anything over. Dragon is just gonna be secured by top esports. The fight after, though, Vaughn gets chunked, and here comes Jackie Love. He flashes forward. Bin can't find the angle on the other side. He does go in. He gets the flash Q, and just gonna be secured by top esports. The fight after, though, Vaughn goes down.
All right, so they actually do get the Cloud Soul.
All right, Tien is here. There's the Weaver's Wall to block off the Dragon. They need to try to burn this.
It's kind of a mistimed wall, though. Not a great wall because it just fades away by the time the Drake gets there, so that's a little bit unfortunate. So they actually do get a Renekton stun onto On, but they don't get any kills for Viego resets. Oh my god, Bin with the huge play onto the Senna. Now we get resets, though. Yeah. Oh no, 369 gets stopped by the Maokai ult.
Reset City was approached, and it is a tussle to be loved by BLG and Top Esports.
Top esports walk away with the soul, but BLG walk away with more souls of enemy champions at least. It's a, what, 4 for 3, all things said and done. BLG walk away with more kills, and Knight in particular, alongside Bin, being huge difference makers in that fight in terms of the fighting potential. But now we have Elder unlocked. Now we have that soul over to the side of Top Esports. We really need to see whether that will be a huge combat difference maker later on.
And I think this situation is so intense. The resets for Tiana, what you're looking at, but Knight did almost 8,000 damage in this fight.
Oh my gosh, Knight on the Talia. He is...
So Jackie loves flashes, but he can't actually see On through the brush.
He is a late-game monster. This champion has done so much... Knight on the Talia. He is a late-game monster. This champion has done so much work. Knight on the Talia.
Wait, why couldn't he see him?
Almost 8,000 damage in this fight.
Oh my gosh, Knight on the Talia. He is...
When did the pink ward come in? Oh, Tian places it down. Oh, that's unlucky. Oof. All right, maybe that's the Jackie Love that people are expecting internationally. That's just rough, though. They just didn't have any brush vision.
And now BLG are the ones to take their step forward. The Baron are getting burned. Can Tien get over the wall and steal it? Is this the difference maker? He's in there, and he does not get it. He will not die after as the Devour comes their step.
Have all of these moving pieces.
What was the setup for this? It's too bad this replay goes so long. All right, I'm watching this down here. All right, we're coming up, but we just don't have any TPs. BLG committed a TP from Bin here. Knight stayed alive, so he's able to get onto the objective, so they just can't get here in time. So a good Baron call by BLG.
Not get it. He will not die after as the Devour comes in last second clutch. BLG get away with the big purple worm.
Okay, so I think really a lot of this comes from the ending of that Dragon, because Top Esports lose the fight, they lose control of the map, which means that BLG get the Baron. Had a 5-game series with 50. It comes down to 50-50. He just about gets away with it.
Elk comes out.
Time after time. Elk, what are they going to look towards to really turn?
The storm do be a brewing. As they try to collapse over bot side, there's about half health on that tier 2 here. We have mid lane pressure coming out from Knight. Doesn't have the Weaver's Wall.
It's crazy how close these fights are, guys. Like, if Jackie Love hadn't flashed to kill that Nami, Top Esports probably just wins. Like, gets Baron and wins. But Bin just sees the flash forward and then instantly reacts.
Tidal wave on top of it, Nature's Graph, everything, and Mako's already gone. Cream gonna join him soon. He can't get the Cream sweet spot though, but that is a huge siege on bot side inner turret.
how do you defend a siege against these ultimates? Well, the answer is you don't, apparently, for top esports. It's going to be multiple synced waves heading into the base at once. The Baron block is massively turning the screws into top esports base.
Top esports came in with a different strategy. They got that undefeated center for Jackie Love. They wanted to take the scaling. Now they got to fight their way out of this one. 369. He's on the back line here. He does have a little bit of damage to be done, but the rest of BLG pulling away very nicely. And I think we've seen this time and time again.
Disengage is just too good, even though they don't even have Maokai ult right now.
It's very important to do that in this game, particularly against the Viego. The Viego gets one reset, as we're saying for most of it, particularly 5. Wave play for top esports. How do they overcome BLG, who have control of
shots right in? No breathing room. There is no saving grace right now. Elders and
Top esports was really just never even able to get the Viego like meaningful resets this game either.
Shots right into your head every single time. That's a tier 2 down.
This is textbook Lucian play. Use the fog of war, you jump forward with your ultimate, with your teammates nearby if you can help it, and you just take those health bars down. Top esports, they back off from that turret. They have 2 inhibs down already. They might be facing the tutorial League of Legends where you take down every single inhibitor beyond that point. Can they survive to the Elder, though, is the important thing. They just need to survive towards that. Maybe they can go for a Hail Mary around that objective.
Elk, known by the Chinese community as the husband of the league, but definitely known to me as a carry right now on the Lucian. It's really nice to see him thriving with On, where I feel like they were so good together, but maybe not the brightest when they were apart. Now we see Elk stepping up, but maybe too far. Cream can't get it.
Cream just has to make the desperate engage play. A lot of top esports problem is that their only form of engage is this fucking Azir, and he basically just trades. I mean, what part of this is, guys, there isn't another form of engage. Renekton's very low range, so you have to get a Renekton flank. Like, you could go in, I guess, with Mako with Abyssal Dive, but it's really unreliable and easy to dodge. So Cream has to go in. But the thing is, Elk doesn't care, I don't think, about trading flashes with Cream every time, because if Cream doesn't have flash, then he can't engage on Lucian. So why not just trade that? Flash is arguably more valuable to Cream here because it is their only form of engage. And the only good engage we saw was in the pit with the Azir ult for the second spawning of Void Grubs. And that's because they were trapped in the pit, right? Like you see here, Cream has to go in with the Emperor's Divide again because it's the only engage that they have, really. And Cream just can't stop this Lucian from doing a gazillion damage and forcing his Zhonya's.
And they're going to try to take him out. That is already shooting down. So the Elder Dragon is up with no jungler from BLG.
369 has teleport. Big thing here means that he can teleport back in after having his HP bar shredded. And yes, the smite being down.
Ben got his GA popped, but that was about it.
Have to look for a fight. Top esports, they had to survive the waves.
They have TPs. They have TPs. If they commit to the Elder Dragon, they could try to end the game.
Game 5 was ended by a TP backdoor around an Elder. Can we see it again? Game 1 of the finals.
Game 1. They actually found an angle here. Elk is so confident on this Lucian. He has stepped up every single time.
You can see that right now, BLG, they lose their jungler, but they can just keep threatening the fact that Cream doesn't have teleport. Now it's Top esports being bullied out on the bot side of the map, despite the fact they got the kill on the jungler. It's back to the Elder we go, potentially.
And Shun's going to be up soon if they can delay the fight. 369 getting caught inside. They have rest in Top esports. BLG, you have to commit to this and get out, or you are done for, as they are getting completely collapsed on. Elk is the one they try to engage on. He puts damage right back into Mako, as Ben has now found the flank angle.
I mean, they can just basically never engage is the problem on the BLG now. There's too much peel for Elk.
Oh my gosh,
and Cream, no flash, right?
Teleport is all making sure this fight towards the bot side is so slow. Elder started again.
Have Shun coming up the side. All right. We got 5-on-5. A decider for this game, number 1. Elder does reset. 369 trying to get on the other angle here. Tien was looking for a potential flank, but realizes he needs to be in the pit.
Ben doesn't have World Ender, but he has a flank position. What can he find? He's spotted out by Mako. He's not going to be shut down just yet. Waves slowly pushing into top esports, and the Elder's going down.
They have to be really careful. There's the Nature's Grasp. Are they going to use the tidal wave express?
Oh my god.
He's not going to be shut down just yet. Waves slowly pushing into top esports, and the Elder's going down.
What popped this guy? This is a farming Tom Kench. I mean, he steps up. Oh, he just takes all the damage because of Maokai ult. It's just that last pop that's so surprising. Jesus.
has found Elk though. Maybe they get the damage there as now. Oh, Inverse Divide not going to hit anybody there. Elder is getting low. 369 on the other side, but he can't keep.
I mean, the thing is, Top's composition has no way to deal with the Lucian. You know, you need things that can stop the Lucian from frontlining. You know, like a Nautilus, you know, targeted CC. Very good game from Elk, though.
They only needed one corpse for a reset, but they end up giving and donating 5 corpses to BLG. They fall in game 1.
Wow, that was a fun game.
It was not one-sided whatsoever, and this is a 5-game.
Yeah, but they immediately decided.
All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick break. Be back in a second.
All aboard the Korean hype train.
All right, we're back. Oblivious, thank you for your Twitch Prime sub.
To take the Lucian away and Ari taken off as well. So
Is Pays a better aiming? Pays is a better ghost.
Okay, do you want to continue that mid-side, top-side pressure in terms of bans?
All right, Ari, Jax. Callista has been an Elk staple. They're going to ban the Lucian this time, so Senna's still up. Even though it lost last game, Nautilus still up. Not Senna.
But, you know, with the
No, you take not, because you can threaten the Senna unless they take it.
you're kind of looking more or less, the only lane bully still up is something like a Draven, so they're happy potentially to go towards this.
Yeah, I think you take not,
The problem is already
because you set up for the Senna here,
being able to find immediate
or
lockdown,
here.
and even if they have to suffer in the lane,
And Jackie Love has been fucking amazing at Senna, so you force them to take Senna, basically.
a bit cleaner with that engagement.
And they ban Tom, so is it like Senna Ornn or Senna Scion at this point, right? Right? So if they don't pick support, then you can ban Ornn here and force them into something really fucking weird. So I think we'll see if they pick their actual support here.
Need to lock in some proactive picks to shut them down, like the Zinzao, like something that can gank very early on, together with a more aggressive bot.
I'm gonna opt into. You have a lot of options here. I mean, you could play maybe Jinx.
That was obviously the trade up between these two drafts. So now immediately top esports, two forms, a very, very reliable engage. I think
They look similar,
with-
right?
Yeah, they do.
Nautilus are,
I
Vire.
know,
Cream could play Yone here.
without Shun, maybe leaning on someone like Jax on 3 because it's banned away.
Yeah, you want to take the AD here because you don't want it to be banned here. Just like you probably want to take your tank support here, your farming support.
Handshake for handshake on the scaling with the Jinx. Again, all of these lane bullies banned out. Why even
So you probably, now you see the Jinx, you probably want to take Ornn as a very good pick now because Jinx has limited mobility, so you can actually hit her in the back line before she starts to get excited.
as long as
I have not seen these games, guys.
communication thing
This is,
works,
I just know this
okay,
shit.
you know, if I make one saying to Tien, if I ult,
I have not seen these games. I have not seen these drafts. This is just logically how this plays out.
It's just about the comms that actually come into it beforehand. We spoke about Bin's tank play generally not being as strong as 369.
I was just born with these powers.
BLG saying we want a full-blown scaling for now, and we're going to try and remove away perhaps 369's pressure point champions on the top side.
Turn nameplates off and try to personally
Jin Zhao, maybe. Jin Zhao ban. Rek'Sai ban.
Draft. Because right here, BLG has turned a lot of our expectations upside down. Shun on a
Taking out a Kali, which is just a cream pick into Azir. I'd be concerned about the Yone, though, if I was BLG.
Because things like the Twisted Fate are up for grabs right now for 369. He can pull out on them what they did to him in game 5. So a lot of the carry potential, Cream's Akali as well, getting knocked out with the Azir in.
Really, really important note here.
Oh, interesting. They're taking out the Aatrox. Okay.
Sold that this Ornn is going top. They are
Ooh,
actually
it could be
considering this as
support.
Ornn Senna bot lanes, and honestly,
It's definitely Ornn Senna bot lane, guys.
we're potentially dealing with
What the fuck else are you gonna play with the Senna at this point? You ban Tom, they took not first. There are limited options if you have a fasting Senna.
Let's see if BLG will opt into
Will I
this.
cast games from MSI? Yes, I will do every game at MSI. I will do it at a different time because I'm going to be in the States. It'll be probably 8 a.m. Pacific or 7 a.m. Pacific / 10 a.m. / 11 a.m. Eastern, which will be in the evening for you Europeans.
In the mid lane, that's been stripped away from BLG.
Late afternoon, early evening. So basically, right when the matches end for MSI, I will be streaming. Gino, thank you. How we doing, my dudes? We're doing great. Thank you for your Twitch Prime sub. All right, Wukong. This is huge CC for the Jinx, right? So what are we going to pick here? No, Talia is going to be the option.
Right? If I remember right, Mad Lions. were the ones
So it
who
was the Jin Zhao here. Okay, okay.
and whilst
I got one of them right. I didn't get I thought it was going to be Rek'Sai.
I imagine this will probably be Shun's, so I'll talk
So we're
about
blinding
that.
Renekton.
Does kind of keep top esports potentially guessing as they move into
A Soul angle.
There's the Renekton as we spoke about, ours.
A Soul feels risky because he's low mobility in the back line.
Banned away by BLG, but they
I mean, so's Oriana.
Cream
But at least Ori can shield. So Sway, but he's far away at least.
scaling for scaling.
I don't know about this top esports. This seems really hard to play into Azir Ornn Wukong.
Scaling. It does a bunch of damage.
Dude, the backline threat is fucking giga big. And Hui is a good matchup into Azir.
100% win rate on the champion, absurd amount of damage per minute, almost 30% of his team's damage in every single
All right, these guys aren't Chovy picking A Soul into all the losing matchups and then going even in lane. That was what was amazing about Chovy. He's literally playing A Soul into fucking Halo Blaze Azir and like winning the lane. That guy is wild. Okay, so it was Rek'Sai, which is why I said ban Rek'Sai here, but I mean Rek'Sai feels really good too into Hui Jinx because you can just flash on Burrow onto them.
Honestly, it's gonna be a team fight fest.
Top esports, at least they have engage this time around. They have Jinx and not ults to serve as primary engage, but holy moly, the CC on BLG. And the thing about Vi is, as my viewers know, Vi equals turd 1 through 3. So the thing is like, because Vi is weak, you can't really even punish Wukong in the early game. So he kind of gets to farm the 6 for free, more or less, which is, you know, great for him.
That's us. I can't believe it. We're actually here. Welcome back, everyone. We are here for BLG.
The flexibility we have between these two teams. They know each other inside and out at this point. This is their 7th game played within like a week of each other. They've had a lot of recent history. And now we get to see, can Top esports keep that blue side win rate alive and get themselves a first win in this series?
The last series was very bad.
Vi just is a turd because she doesn't have Q until level 3.
Literally decided by like 15
Because you can't clear jungle with it, so she can't do anything. She can't fight.
very different feel to start off.
I feel super bad for Jaculov trying to play
Esports comp, this is
Jinx in this game.
the fourth.
I don't understand how you live ever. They played themselves, by the way, because the Ornn was definitely coming, as I predicted. And it's like, oh god, now we have to play into support Ornn, and he's just gonna ult the Jinx every time.
Gameplay we have at top. Teams we've seen from these two teams going at it together. Looking for a little engage on early.
Hui also feels mega bad here, because even, I mean, they basically just have to smash their lanes.
From them, yes. We have seen it elsewhere in the LPL, so it's not a surprising duo in the context of the region, but these two haven't played it themselves. Last game, we were talking about how Jackal and Mako, they were undefeated on the center lanes themselves, so they got themselves a first loss for that one. It used to be kind of like a mark of dominance in earlier seasons of League, where you would take other people's picks and see if you could beat them with them after they've used it on them. Norla's getting a level 1 hook, though, maybe changes things.
On realizing he probably doesn't want to take the level 1 there against Mako. But I think this Jinx Nautilus bot side is
Spellbook Ornn.
top esports strengths.
So basically what happened there is
Super annoying.
He's standing around for the hook. He's trying to stop vision being put down on the jungle start very early on. Something that we talked about.
Pretty heavy leash, actually.
And didn't path towards bot side in a very important early first clear. And one of the reasons why Top esports couldn't really end up getting the early jungle pressure they wanted is because Tien was spotted early into his clear. That's why On gave up his HP there, trying to stop the same happening to them. But now it means that On is in really not great amounts of HP.
Yeah, he got a little bit of sustain from Elk.
The thing is like, you just suck at these trades a little bit because, you know, Mako has Aftershock. You have Spellbook. Although if you take too bad of a trade, you can just TB back to lane. It's just not a big deal.
Not very good at fighting before level 3, but with that Q can cross the wall at least, so he's going to be able to get themselves a very timely red buff steal. I think another hook. That's 3 out of 3 for Mako from what we've seen in the last couple.
Big body, all right. You know, a little bit bigger of a target.
That is,
Interesting vertical jungling by Vi, but they know that Jun is trying to clear because there was a really heavy leash in that bot side, and they actually have good ward right here. This is good by Tien. It looks riskier than it actually is. He literally just went blue into this side. And he had Q at level 2. How did he have Q at level 2? Because he went over the Baron wall? Yeah, so he actually dodges. He dodges the ward because he took Q at 2. So he has QW. He doesn't have E.
And this is great. So the thing is, Vi, not very good at fighting before level 3, but with that Q can cross the wall at least, so he's going to be able to get themselves a very timely red buff steal. I think another hook.
That's actually really clever. Tien's a smart guy. I know he's kind of washed right now. Like, he doesn't always make the best decisions in team fights, but like Peanut, he's very good at pathing. All right, this is really good to slow down Wukong, guys. This is really good. You know, Wukong being 6 really does change, like, affect a lot of BLG's win cons.
Not gonna actually see. Okay, now realizes that his jungle is gone. Was spotted out on the ward.
So now the big thing is
Now he's unemployed. Jun is a dangerous unemployed jungler looking for ganks because he has no camps to take for 30 seconds till he can take a scuttle crab. Oh, he's actually going to cross over? No, he's unemployed. He's just looking for ganks. But he has to do level 3 Wukong ganks, which are fucking terrible.
would have been lovely if he
Dude, he's unemployed. The economy is in shambles. Now they know exactly where he is, and so Nautilus Mako is going to be able just to find him. Dude, look at this guy. He's coming in. This guy, Jun, is coming in and stealing our jobs. He is stealing our jobs. He's literally stealing Tien's jobs right now. Mako, he's enforcing the border. He's enforcing the border.
Full HP, they have the summoners if they want to do something. Mako is just sat there and like, yeah, I'll take the Raptors, sure, why not?
Take some chicky nuggies. He's a hungry boy. It's been really cool though for top esports. It's the first time they've had a
Jun just came in and he just took resources, dude. He stole Tien's job. What the fuck, man?
It's not only in lane, it's what
Build a wall in the river.
shot caller as a leader to the rest of the map.
Oh yeah, Mako is legendary. He's on the shortlist for best support player of all time. He's there, you know, and that's not an egotistical thing to say. This guy is incredibly powerful. Might see if he gets involved in this early side skirmish. BLG, they need to get something back for Shun, but this is dangerous now.
Could go for the flash over wall, but gonna get that ward in. See that they're taking the red buff. They're gonna push them out so Tien can't get the smite steal. Oh, double knockup from On. That's huge, and now Tien, he has to go for the wall.
What the fuck?
Shun and TES are left tattered.
What are we doing?
Smite steal. Oh, double knock.
Dude, hello? You're winning this. Look, fucking top esports. You know there are 3 of them there. You know that Azira's Prio in mid lane. You know that Jackie Love isn't there. Why can't you fucking hold the W? You actually booty blasted them so hard that you forced their Senna and Ornn to come into the red buff. Like, you fucked Wukong so badly that you forced them out of lane. Just push the lane. Right? Mako America great again. That's hilarious. I love it. Good job, Naja fans. A good joke.
Knockup from On.
Like, what? You actually got them to go invade your red buff. Right? You distracted their entire bot lane. Just fucking farm. Oh, I'm disgusted. And especially when you fucking you know they're there. You know they're all there. Look, Mako drops the ward. You see them. You see all of them in the brush. What? You have no Q, Tien. What are you doing? Oh, God. You get double knocked up, too. Ah, bleh, bleh. That was fucking terrible. Holy shit.
They lose their jungler's life after a great first clear or so. It felt like Tien had managed to shut out Shun from
Like, what the fuck was top doing?
Can't capitalize on it. And suddenly, Shun on the board.
The immigrants are invading the jungle, taking our red buff, ganking our jungler. And some of them, I assume, are good people. Well, look, I'm just gonna point this out, but it was in fact Tien's fault that Jun was jobless. Right? He caused the unemployment in the BLG economy that led Elkin on to desperate measures. What the fuck is so bad? Vi has no camps to farm, so it's not a terrible timer to fight. No, it is a terrible timer to fight because you have no mid prio and your Jinx is bot lane. And you literally, it doesn't really, like, yeah, you want to rush Vi to 6, but you have camps coming up first. Look. You could fucking go take Crab and wait for these camps to respawn. Right? You could just give this to them. They're wasting a fuck ton of time. If you get their bot lane into your jungle and your Jinx is just free farming, like, you're fucking winning. You force them into a really awkward position to get... And then you give Jun first blood, so everything you did was undone. Or even take Krugs instead. Exactly. You could just take Krugs. It's so stupid, guys.
It felt like TN have managed to shut out Shun from the game by stealing away so many camps, but they can't capitalize on it. And suddenly, Shun on the board, and that means that with particularly the bot side jungle being littered with
It's like so greedy.
Jackal and Mako are gonna have to play with respect.
The double knockup from On, it lasts so long. And it's a setup. It's early damage. It's the Wukong that's providing that springboard.
And like we were just talking about Mako in terms of his history of a support. No,
And this is pretty boneheaded from Top Esports. You're denying so much CS here too. I am disgusted by this.
Disrespectful. It's greedy. You're going in for a steal, but it's just not able to match the numbers. It's an easy first blood.
On has been incredible for this roster, taking a lot of time, it feels like, to make his name for himself. BLG will move from strength to strength, going from winning bot side fight to taking their grubbies.
Now we see something we see quite often as well. Once you have a couple of levels on your support with the Sano, see his chance again. He does have
Does he
flash.
just give his life for it? Vault breaker. Okay,
Dude, Tian is a fucking war criminal. What the fuck, man?
Now we see something we see quite often as well. Once you have a couple
Dude, Tian is immune to holding W's. This fucking bananas. He actually has to flash here to get the Q because Jun is invisible and body blocking him, and he did that just to smite one grub.
He wanted to watch the man. There's a good episode on today. It's Saturday morning cartoons.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite TV show. It's educational.
League of
it's
Legends
exciting.
Telegrubbies.
It's everything nice.
That's a nice flash.
Doesn't get the shove back quite back, but there is going to be that flash away all the same. So, how do we recap all of what's happening here? We're starting to get plates going down towards bot side, and it's a hook. That could be a kill.
That is. It looks like it. They're going to try to trade back on a Mako. Nice double knockup. Jackie Love. He takes the extra tower shot.
It's actually pretty well played by On.
Beating it up 1-1.
How to say? So we were just talking about Tian mid lane.
He's trying to find an angle here. Knight's going to burn his flash. So Flash is just getting burned all over the place as bot side down. Elk. No way.
Yes, no flash.
No way. One more on.
He's got it.
And Elk gets him right back.
I guess, we're just freestyling it now. Is there structure to this? Presumably. No. But is this kind of like all of this domino effect going back and forth? I think a lot of this stems back from the jungle invade where we saw that first blood go over. We've got an ult to stop the back, but is he going to get it?
Okay, well, maybe we should have waited. Just an idea here.
Domino effect going back and forth. I think a lot of this stems back from the jungle invade where we saw that first blood go over.
It's not even close, by the way, guys.
But is he going to get it?
It's not even fucking close.
All of this domino effect going back and forth. I think a
He gets there as fast as he could, though.
invade where we saw that first blood go over. We've got an ult to stop the back, but is he going to get it? It's too late. I appreciate the thought. Doesn't stop it. Looks a little bit silly there.
Oh. You think trading Vi Flash to potentially deny 5 grubs is worth? To deny 6 grubs, you mean? No, I don't, because he's not going to have Flash up in a meaningful amount of time. Right? He's not going to have Flash up for the second grub spawn. Like, maybe you do that at second grub spawn, but at first grub spawn? No, I don't think it's worth it at all. I guess we'll see if it matters. Because the thing is, getting 5 grubs is almost as good as getting 6.
I love it, but I'm sat here like, in no other game should this be happening in this kind of way. All the same, though, Elk picking up some gold for himself. It's nice, of course, with the fasting center. It really gets to a point where you're not necessarily getting all the gold in pocket. Some extra kills can help you pick up some items early.
Able to get some souls under his belt as well. I think it's so huge. Get any lead in bot side, both of them having 1 kill apiece now. I do want to check in on the jungle path right now. At least for the moment, it is opposite sides for both junglers. There is some presence down bot side for Shun. Will be spotted out by the Strive.
That's important. Again, playing against heavy engagement.
All right, finally we have level 6. Onto the Kong of Wu. Very important timing. See if On actually creeps up. He will. He should have. On will have ult back up for sure. By the time top side rolls around, no TP though.
Dude, that was the most terrifying cinematic I've ever seen.
There was some really spooky stuff going on there. Anyway, you can someone can quote us on that later on. Not that it has been suggested by anyone else, but still, sure everyone who's faced against a Rengar as well will know about that one. But still, BLG, they have themselves their ultimates. That's the big thing, right? We joke about it, but if you do lose that vision control, you don't spot out the Scry's blue there, you're going to get engaged on. There's no flash left on Cream still, and that could potentially shuffle him back, but with no Shen showing on the way, not going to be the case. Grub's up in just under a minute, Dragon up not nearly on the same timer, so it means that we won't have ourselves these synchronized objectives. It means that maybe we can have some conflicts around them.
Now, I love seeing Shen hover over Knight. Knight, a welcomed addition to BLG, replacing Yagal once again, but really providing that carry pressure from mid lane to bridge the gap to get bot lane in a place of good position.
Yeah, you see that L also moving across the map as well. We briefly talked about this. Once you get a few levels on the support, the lane partner for the center, you're normally happy to leave them alone in the lane. Obviously, they died this time. Last time they tried that, so it's not necessarily the best thing here, but that's the logic, right? But the center then goes across the map, uses the ability to just walk in as a ranged champion to get some tap damage, get some souls from other minion waves, and you can see how valuable that can be for kind of like controlling the top side of the map. Problem is, Jackulov is getting a lot of gold from this, and there's a dive, so there's no other help.
Oh, yeah, On is just going to walk out to his death. Tian going to take that one.
Gives up 5 grubs for free. So basically using that flash was completely useless.
Move the center away. Yorn's going to die. That's twice that's happened now. Once in a 2v1, once with a dive on bot side, and now suddenly Jackulov getting a lot of gold, going to get himself first turret as well, likely as well, all the same. So yes, BLG, they're going to get themselves 5 grubs, but I really think with the Jinx...
Why did we use the flash earlier? Whatever. He's got flashback now. It didn't matter, I guess.
One of the very best in the last few years. That's scary now for BLG. This game, despite the fact we talked about BLG, can get in the early game, has another story left to it.
We're going to take a look at mid lane, though, but I do also want to talk a little bit more about the adaptation from BLG.
Not again.
Oh, no. He will be spotted out there. He's going to try to use the unstoppable, but he is locked down from the hell there. There's the Orn Horn. He's going to flash out, not use it. Does end up getting out with his dash. Huge stuff.
He still ends up losing his flash and his ult. Can 369 live? He doesn't have Dominus.
No.
Anything you can do, we can do better. BLG.
God, Jhin getting the kill is so huge, too.
On top side.
So 369 is this time visited by the roaming gank squad. And BLG get themselves some gold there. Still, it's going to be first turret over to the side of Jackulov. It's a lot of plates over to the side of Jackulov. Honestly, I feel like in terms of the monetary value, I'd actually favor top esports in regards to this. However,
Thing is that Jackulov can get the farm, but he's still going to have such a hard time staying alive here.
He's got themselves ahead in terms of the objectives, if not necessarily that nucleated gold on the scaling.
I think BLG will fare up against Gen G. I think it's a pretty good matchup for BLG, the stronger bot lane.
Have been so predominantly early teams and finding snowball. TES have a little bit of that different style, it feels like. Hwei, obviously very strong late game, sustained damage carry from the Jinx, but the way that they approach this mid game is super important.
Absolutely. I think that both these teams have very powerful engaged tools. You've got the Vi combo, you've got the Nautilus. Both of them can set up for the Hwei because of the severing bolt and the huge damage which comes through from that. But on the other side, you've got 3 huge kind of like beefy front lines. The Wukong can sometimes be a little bit squishy, but on the whole, you've got 3 carries with 3 tanks with 2 long-range carries behind them. So both have got
Wait. All right, we finished Under Sky now, so big power spike for the Kong of Wu. Starting up into presumably his Black Cleaver now.
Both of these teams can really look to front to back and look for big engages, and that's really what we're going to have to see and how that evolves.
We are getting those first item spikes for pretty much everybody on this, the carries at least. You're getting that static shift started for Jackulov.
I think On is in trouble here. He has Ghosts.
Look how fast
Okay.
he is. Come on.
I was wrong. He's not in trouble. He has Ghosts.
The spellbook coming
it's
up
fine.
clutch.
It does, because you're sat there like, oh, hang on.
Love some split push spellbook Ornn.
That's on a number of times, but you can see that really is becoming a bit of a split map. A lot of vision being put down across the board as well. We can see that again, just trying to get these angles into sidelines. Tian trying to catch someone out, maybe catching out.
Oh, he does end up spotting him as he comes around the corner. Gonna look for the engage, but doesn't find the vault breaker there. Does have Mako and Jackulov right behind him. On the other side of the map, Dragon is started by BLG.
Do you think the name of the org TES is what makes people rate them low? Would people like Double If put more stake if, for example, JDG were to go to MSI? Look, man, there's 1,000 ways to be stupid and wrong. I can't tell you each way that people are stupid. Maybe that's one way people are stupid. I mean, if you're there's only one way to be right, which is to fucking watch the games and evaluate the strength correctly. I mean, top has been very good. I don't know why people underrate top esports.
like that, but that has been a stark difference for me in this series than we saw from the last one.
Maybe because Tian and Jackie Love have had very bad international performances. Like Tian, you know, deserved MVP for the Worlds he won, but he was also a Dade Award winner. So he's had it both ways.
Initiators and carries to leverage that. You know, every time I've seen top esports in a final setting, most of the time versus JDG. Let's yeah, you know, like that huge matchup. It's not their old rivals in terms of that. Of course, BLG on the other side, they know that team very well too. It has been about those AD carry centric backline, front to back kind of team fights. You know, just a few finals ago, we had 9,000 damage team fights from both AD carries happening at the same time. They're both no strangers to that. Well, had a great game on for that Mako. Is he looking for a hook? Not quite just yet on. Using that Ornn's tankiness and the W to just body block for his AD carry. The engages are not going to be quite as easy to land.
Ooh, Shun is a little bit in between trouble, but does end up finding with the help. 369 rather. Cream.
Oh, nice fear. Well.
Oh my goodness. The dominoes are starting to fall for top esports.
I mean,
Yeah, it's actually just impossible to play this composition, I think. This was a draft diff. BLG just has too many ways to get onto their back line. 3 kills for Wukong is also huge.
Does change the genre of the game. It feels like after that points, Shun 3-0 on this Wukong as well. Really big moment for him.
And Tian to task and have these aggressive moments.
And, you know,
Oh, it should never have been this way though.
such a core piece of how
Tried to preempt the flash. It's unfortunate Cream realized what was going on flash just a little bit later, but EQ for Jun. Thank you, Roivus1,
Shun on a bigger level as well. I think BLG
for your 3-month subscription. I appreciate it.
kind of acquire success, bring in ex-world champions, bring out Uzi from retirement, but they have developed Shun themselves in part, and honestly, this guy has been excellent alongside the bot lane. BLG have been using that to really build something special for themselves over the last couple of years.
It's been a really nice pickup from the IG developmental system. I know they're going to be missing him, but top esports are wishing he wasn't on BLG right now, as he's had an incredible start to this.
Not sure about this
The Rift Herald pop by Tiana and driven into that turret for himself.
Herald usage. I mean, the Herald trading for bot tier 1 was just not worth.
It's going to be a mountain rift, and Dragon's coming up in 2 minutes. He can't really afford to give over. Even just one Mountain Dragon is a bit risky to give over to an Ornn and a triple kind of beefy frontline from BLG. Mako caught out with a root. He has flash. He's going to have to blow it. No, he's out of vision right now, and he's safe.
Mountain Soul makes it a little easier. Spider-Man gets a couple more
That's
ledges to
true.
go on.
Yeah.
It's like being in New York.
It's like a subject which I never really vibed with in school, but love in League of Legends is geography.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm sat there, I'm like, yeah, this map changes the way you play the game. It's fun stuff, that. See Tian. What's he?
Ah!
He's all by himself. He does have the rest of the team coming. Okay, so Ben is going to tell the team he's into the fight here at least, and so is Knight. They already take down Tian, though. He went so ham and went.
What the fuck, Tian? You are fucking gigabad.
Flashed up by Ben, and he has to flash his way out. Top esports are left again.
Do you think he knows that he doesn't actually have to take the Vi Q? You actually can just hold it until it times out. You don't have to use it. Oh man, what a terrible day to have eyes. Holy shit. I can't believe, like, I was so hyped because I thought Tian was pathing really well early, and then he just completely, like, threw this game over and over and over again. What the fuck, man? He must know that. Of course he knows that. It's a joke. Of course Tian knows that, that he doesn't have to use VIQ. I was just joking, guys. I'm sure Tian knows that. I mean, he sees them. Oh my god, they had the info. I mean, he did force Elk's flash, I guess. Elk didn't have to flash there, I don't think. Maybe he did, because Mako would have been in ult range. Yeah, okay, he did. I lied. Lol. Dude, I love how Jackie Love stays there and Bin just, like, jukes him forward, then flashes on him. Forces his flash, too. That's a great trade by Bin.
Get past their ultimates so hard, and now they've lost themselves the setup for the Dragon. It's coming up now. We don't have all the ultimates here from BLG, but they do have some gold to bring to bear.
This is soul point for BLG on a Mountain Soul.
Okay, we have ourselves Tremor Sense as well. We saw that from the Rex side. BLG playing with more information. Can they play the fight out better, though?
Cream has to have a good angle. Tian waiting on the side in the tri-bush. Dragon is started up by BLG and already about quarter health down. 369 is going to move in. He's not looking for a flank. They're looking for a front to back here. Knight was trying to find an angle. He does have Emperor's Divide available. Hand shifting stands his way over the wall. Dragon getting so low. Here comes the Ornhorn, and the Dragon was secured by 369. They actually find a big divide available. Hand shifting stands his way over the wall. Dragon getting so low. Here comes the Ornhorn, and the Dragon was hand shifting stands his way over the wall. Dragon getting so low.
What happened here? Oops.
Oh, here comes the Ornhorn.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what happened to the Drake. Because Jin's on top of it. Ah. It's a pretty early smite. Oh, it's Jinx Rocket. It was Jinx Rocket. It's Jinx Rocket right there. Hits Elk, puts it down to 200, and then Jhin never smites it. It just gets taken by Renekton Q. Or his ult, one of the two. I think it was his Q, though.
And now it's just like fish in a barrel, and you just gotta aim down those shotgun iron sights and take them out one by little one.
Not worth, though.
Move their knights into flanking position and put top esports in check. Cream, is he going to survive?
No way.
No, he is not just quite. I think he's going to get chased down
Got
here.
the speed. Okay. Oh, Shun's going the long.
Shun needs to wait for his E to be back up.
Wants to show Cream that this may be his first finals, but he will not come away a victor yet. As he is
He's
all
up.
alone. Under Tower, he's going to try to get the back off, but Shun is there. The fear coming out, though, and the rest of the team is there to knock him down.
BLG, they win so many of these fights.
Wah, wah, wah.
Somehow to the Renekton in that, but still, it's a huge victory for them. You can see how hard it is for top esports to reach the carries that they really want to. We'll go into a replay of this.
Will Ace will be a main pick at MSI? Yes, most likely.
Constantly threatening the backline. It doesn't matter that he's on vision. It doesn't change anything. The fact that 369 gets that dragon. We'll just gloss over that briefly. Big moment. I mean, it's a big moment. It stops that that objective going over. That's really important. Knight actually ends up using.
It was Jinx Rocket that did most of the damage.
Standing still for the zap. This is prime target for that sweep back. And you know, Knight, his Azir has often been criticized, rightfully so. But this one, I really think, has shown itself as a really good team fighting tool here. And with Shun having so much damage on the Wukong, you're not necessarily missing it if the Azir dies early.
The fact that BLG have taken what top esports tried to approach them with in game number 1.
BLG drafting a lot like, through the bots, these bot lane matchups. Like, the priority from BLG has been very similar to T1's drafting priorities in bot lane.
You come back from that decision-making for top esports.
It's really hard now. We talked about BLG as a team which has a team that
to back record-breaking splits for BLG. Second finals for the organization. Now here comes the re-engage from the Ornhorn. Baron getting a little low. Can Tian get in the pit? He does not. It is secured by Elk of all people, and a mad Elk has just come to play. They get the Dawning Shadow across the Emperor's Divide. TES are stuck at the wall, and they can't do anything about it. Ben has found the angles, and TES are left with nothing.
Oh, man, what is it with other people securing the objectives? It doesn't matter, though. BLG, they would have forced top esports into a bad fight all the same. They get the objective, they get themselves the kills. They're going to start once again just turning the screws. And top esports, they gave them a good fight in that last time around, but BLG are not playing games here.
They've just jumped up another 2K. They have a huge Baron buff to continue to push with. They're going to TP in on the front side. Oh, Knight gets feared. He's still under turret here. Okay, finally gets out from under there. Has been with that TP, makes the difference. They do end up getting him with Elk's range. Oh my god, they're just between the turrets here, Nightmara. This is unfair.
There is no safe place for top esports. They continually dove, and BLG are showing no mercy. Teleport onto the minion.
Keep teleporting, keep going. That carousel does not stop turning, and the death keeps coming.
What do you think of the Knight Chovy matchup? I think it's hype as fuck. They're the two best mid laners in the world right now. I think it sounds amazing, personally.
So quickly, a couple of fights back to back, and BLG have just not looked back.
This game is over. This is a big old draft diff that was exacerbated by TN playing like a fucking trash can.
Of body language, you could see massive difference between the two teams. TN knows that that game was on him. I think there's a lot of situations.
Has destroyed this split on Calista. You cannot give him that. So I wonder, even though Jackaloff, in my eyes, is the best Varus in the world, he's definitely up there, particularly with the poke going.
BLG has a stronger top side than Gen G and a stronger bot side than T1. I'm not sure they do have a stronger top side. BLG. Bin has not been as good as usual this year, guys. He's still been good, but Keen, I think, has been better. But Bin also glows up internationally, and Keen chokes. So we'll see how that goes. But maybe Keen has gotten over his choking with the old clutch he did at the end of the series. He was good all series, but his Rumble game in Game 1 and his Cassante games were super good in the finals.
No, you are not having both of them. We're going to take the Calista and the Varus. One of them going support more likely than not. Jackaloff goes for the Draven.
All right, we get Jackaloff Draven here. Saw it in the last matchup between these two teams. Ash first pick. So Ash has been up, actually. We're moving away, and we're actually just opting into these hyper-aggressive matchups now. Calista was banned last game, so was Varus. So it's Ash, Draven, bot lanes. This is fun. I like this.
But my goodness, if we wouldn't want more focus on bot lane, there's 480 carries down there now.
Azir Prio still going crazy. Now we're going to give the Vi over. Very good against the Draven and the Ash. Yep, gotta take like Poppy when you take the Calista Vi. It's too annoying. So no Twisted Fate, Aurelion Soul. All right, so we know that all the action... This is actually interesting. We know that all the action is going to happen in bot side for both teams, so we're just going to pick really kind of reliable mid laner / top laner with the Rek'Sai, and we're going to rel jungle. Oh, boy. Top esports, I don't know, man. This is so low mobility. Yeah, the Rumble feels super good here. I mean, controlling the backline seems very easy for BLG. You just how do you dodge the Rumble ult and the Aurelion Soul ult in the late game? Why are you at the bottom of my follow list on Twitch? Maybe I have the fewest viewers. Nobody watch. Whenever I stream LPL, guys, nobody watches. LPL is my lowest performing region when I stream. It's almost just not even worth streaming, even though these games are really good.
Any team in the LPL which you trust with aggressive team compositions and the execution of it. It's BLG. It's Billy Gaming. They've done it the entire split, and they've taken it to the very best teams in our league. They have earned their position in this finals. They are on the precipice of earning themselves a title.
For BLG, this is the second final. A year ago from this...
Please keep streaming them. Yeah, I'm just joking, guys. I'll keep streaming LPL. I like it.
By their nightmare in JDG. They went on to lose 7 best of 369. TN and Shun go bot side.
This is Chuck99. Thank you for your Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate it, guys. I will take your Bezos bucks. Gratefully. All right, so we do have the 4-player ward cleared extravaganza in the bot side. Making sure that there are no wards in here to allow On and Elk to abuse Hail of Blades and just auto-attack into brushes early.
Trying to give some energy to make sure we don't go to 3-0 in Chengdu, but TES looking for a level 1.
I love what Knight's doing here. He's actually using that breath of light to make sure that he could proc a comet on someone in the bush. He could get him to use that. but what that would do is give vision, because he doesn't have a ward over the wall. But if you fire that Q over, maybe you spot someone. Intelligent stuff. Bot side. It's a 3v3 before we've hit 1 minute into the game.
Yo, they're bringing Knight down to the bot side against this.
Yeah, this is pretty normal.
So both games so far.
This is pretty normal, by the way. You kind of like take the L in the mid lane. We've seen this a lot from teams. Showmaker and D+ have also done strategies like this. If you watch game 1 of Gen G versus D+ from the second round robin, you know, it's about getting these early advantages. They got both sums out.
Honestly, Elkin on, and the rest of the team setting them up have been so devastating early into the game, and this is no different. The very first game of the split these two played, it was Elkin on this duo of the Callista and the Varus being so deadly.
Double Lift already VOD reviewed this. Why watch?
In a horrific way for top esports here in what could be their last game.
I know. Why would I use my brain when Double Lift's brain is perfectly good?
Pressure in the lane. That is where we take a look. Now that Tien is on his way down, he will be on vision.
So
ooh, a level 2 rel gank. I'm shaking in my boots.
They are trying to play as the thing is now it's kind of like it's Oscar's night a little bit, right? Because you're sat here thinking, okay, well, we got to act well enough to make sure that they don't know that we know. They back off and they do.
You don't know that I know that you know that I know.
Look, it's a whole thing, you know. It's a whole thing. Information warfare, all of that. But
Got Loki. Thank you for your tier 1 subscription. Appreciate that.
Tien gets a buff steal away.
So they are going to go for the invade here. I want to talk a little bit of how these skirmishes can lead out to victories. Oh, it's Shun that gets it, I believe. No, it actually is Tien. They're going to get the flash from On. They're moving out, and they're moving in.
Dude, fuck Tien. Fuck this guy.
It's going to be on bot side. Don't know that.
They know he's coming.
You don't know that I know that you know that I know.
They literally see him on Raptors, finish the Raptors, and then queue over.
Respectfully, Tien gets a buff steal away.
So they are going to go for the invade here. I want to talk a little bit of how these skirmishes can lead out to victory.
He uses his Q to take it, but he is level 2 still, because you do not get level 3, guys. He doesn't get level 3 from Raptors red blue. You don't get level 3 from that. So he's still level 2. He didn't have smite, so now he's got nothing because he's fucking level 2.
BLG strike hard, and
Ah!
this team has been so deadly.
Dude, Tien is match fixing. What the fuck, man?
Tien has not been prepared for it. Now bot lane's left alone.
They can't get out of it. Okay, they're going to pull off. I thought maybe they had an angle. Honestly, BLG had an angle there, but they aren't going to go for it.
There is no way that top esports is better than T1 or Gen G, by the way. With Tien playing like this.
Oh, poor Tien, though.
No way.
This player, when he won that lower bracket finals, he broke down in tears thinking, you know what, I finally made it back to that final stage. He's had a poor record on the final stage, and sadly here for him today, he has been...
Tier list is probably BLG 1, Gen G a close second, but with a bad matchup into BLG, T1, top esports. That's probably the order of top 4.
Just kind of returning to the scene of the crime, which he kind of committed, went too far.
And Tien has been a staple, at least of top esports here in recency, obviously since his time on FPX, winning a world championship.
How's Draven up in CS? Because Elk left lane. And he also did get zoned out. They had to play back because of the rel invade.
And it's enabling BLG.
You can't play like this unless you have a team set up for it. That's the big thing. If you're going to take away anything away from this series, you cannot play like BLG unless your bot lane and your jungler are on the same page at the same time. Of course, Knight even roamed out of mid lane as well. This team is
what about the NA teams?
Sure
they're worse than the EU teams.
Work out in their favor.
I love Team Liquid's macro, but
so let's talk a little bit about the way that they can
Yun and APA are not going to do shit in this tournament. Caps is going to poop on APA's face.
We got 4 Halo Blades in that bot side. And that's how much early damage comes through. It's something. It's a kill. It's nice. Problem is, you know, Jackalow did die early on, of course, which means that he doesn't have himself the full duration at the full amount of those stacks. Tiana going towards top side, but I don't think he can really force anything else beyond that point. The early fighting just continues.
Just right behind the play was Tiana. Now we get a little bit of time. We have the rallying soul for scaling aspect for BLG, but they definitely have a lot of early game onus on them. Whereas Tiana,
Do you reckon G2 has a chance at a top? Yeah, I think that's fair. I think they do.
Early game tools being put to bear. What are we going to get the replay?
From what I'm seeing, I mean, these are like really dumb mistakes Top is making in the last couple games.
The damage comes out in such a quick amount that put to bear. What are we going to get the replay? Of course, it's the team.
I mean, this is pretty funny though.
What are we going towards this time? There's too much. It's, you know, folks, you have 4 Halo Blades in this bot side. The damage comes out in such a quick amount, then it's very easy to give up kills, even if you have been winning just beforehand.
That's just a good mind game by Jackie11 Mako right there.
And now looks like 2 grubs are taken by top esports on that top side, not the full 3 taken.
Bin gonna deny that one there. He moved in to try to pressure TN on that side of the map there. We also have still some push going on bot side. Shoot. He found TN knowing that he was on this side of the map. He takes the skirmish, does push him out, so they will secure that one skull, or at least grubby for themselves.
So Cream a little bit of CS in that mid lane.
Didn't go for it, actually.
Not just yet. He's well, what he ends up doing is pushing in towards the enemy jungle and forcing TN back. He'll be able to get it if he wants to at that same point, but may as well take those extra.
Ooh, the slowdown. The slowdown's so big. On can't get away from this one. In one auto, Jackie Love comes up big. He is now 2-1.
Oh my gosh, this bot lane are not ready to give up, and it's suddenly again the Halo Blades. It can catch you off guard. It definitely caught on off guard a couple of times now. The damage is so quick.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. So close. Zelk just getting some poke damage. Denies Mako from taking that Vision Worm, but in the end he'll get it anyways. But this is the kind of game you want to see from this veteran bot lane that we finally get from Top Esports.
Oh yeah, from Jackie11 Mako, you know, this is the bot lane that people were excited for coming into this split.
He's 1,000 gold ahead now.
Join Jackie11.
It's nice to see Jackie Loves Draven doing well.
Is one of the best supports we've ever seen. Now, it has been a difficult series for them so far, but at the brink, backs against the wall, Jackie11 on his Draven. What a legendary champion and a legendary player of it that has been. Gives Top Esports a platform, at least.
And we have to applaud Jackie Love. I feel like he has been the strongest ADC over this last year, even with Ruler having so many pop-offs in 2023. Consistently, even with some of those mess-ups in late-game finals, it is Jackie Love.
Is there anywhere I currently rewatch my rewatching at past Worlds matches? No, because I was only streaming them on Twitch, and I think the VODs like disappear after a certain amount of time. Maybe they're still on Twitch. You guys could look. But I only started streaming on YouTube this year, so unfortunately all the stuff I did, I think, in the off-season is no longer there. Just my mistake. But now I stream on both Twitch and YouTube, so the YouTube stuff is just archived under the live tab forever.
So okay, you get one. Everybody gets one. That's what Spider-Man says. 369, though. Does have the healing back once he goes into the burrow, which should be just fine. Trading going back and forth.
But I'm really interested to see what's going to happen when these top laners come into the party as well. Typically, these teams don't focus on top side, despite the name value up there.
The YouTube stuff is for boomers. I mean, most of LFN's audience, when we're live these days on both Twitch and YouTube, watches on YouTube.
Essence Reaver for Jackie Love.
That we're the boomer esports network, so.
Draven could be the difference maker. Dragon started up by BLG. What have we got? We don't have the Ashult. That's a big tool missing for Top Esports. No XP really on makeup. Looks like with the Ren stacked up, BLG should be able to take this one for free. Can he realistically steal this? This is a risk.
It looks like he's not even going to go for it there. The Ren too big to contest. BLG take their first Dragon. They will make it out of there. Getting to a point where time is going to be of essence for Top Esports.
It's not actually disastrous for BLG, though, because this Draven should be pretty easy to kill in the late game. Between the Vi, Aurelion Soul, and Rumble, like, how does Draven live in these team fights? He basically just gets Vi ulted, Rumble ulted, Aurelion Soul ulted. How does he live?
He's been tracked a lot. He's been held down a lot with Knight spotting him out and stuff like that. This again stops him from being the difference maker, which Top Esports need.
And Shun also, oh no. I love the observers. The observers is zooming in on the cannon. I love that. But it has really been a good series of play from Shun that has denied one of the best junglers in our league from a lot of these angles he's been looking for. Now we're looking at a top lane gank that Bin just dissuades because he has so much heat.
Yeah, he just uses that equalizer to clear out that wave, clears out the wave, takes a good trade, and means that Tian is kind of spotted out first by Knight, then warded off by Bin. Now you need to be careful of the cross map on bot side. You do have the level 6 coming in from Shun. This is very dangerous because you can go Vile into Varusol into death. You need to be so careful here, top.
Enchanted Crystal Arrow is not available. There's a 2-level difference between Mako and Jackie Love. He's going to use the Whirling Death to try to get the wave there. There's a cease and desist onto Jackie Love. They know who they need. And they get him with a piercing arrow straight through the... There's a 2-level difference between Mako and Jackie Love. He's going to use the Whirling Death to try to get the wave there. There's a cease and desist onto Jackie Love. They know
Yeah, the Draven living is going to be a huge challenge this game.
And even though the 2v2s
No way! They're gonna get him! The Fates call in! One more auto! It's another piercing
Nicely
arrow.
done.
BLG come away aces on bot side.
we thought that maybe bot lane
The support
they
Callista.
have pressure off them. It never ends. Level 6 by the Vi. We saw this Vi kept being locked in. We said, look, this is going to be dangerous later into the game. That time's happened now. It's 10 minutes on the clock. Shun more than happy to run towards bot side. And now 3-0 Varus. For Elk, this monstrous AD carry that BLG have built up over time is set to take over this game.
And that's what I love, the contrast between these two bot lanes. We have Jackie Love and Mako, some of the most known names. And we'll get back to that conversation. Tien's trying to get on the top side gank. Ben's just going to burn his flash there. Does get the Shattering Strike there on the back end. Magnus Storm 2. The knock up there from 369. Is he going to be able to make it out? He does still have his health bar. The overheat's coming up. They want to dive for this one, but he's trying to get around. They go under turret, and the juggle is complete.
Yeah.
Top esports.
And no equalizer.
It's something in top side at least. It takes a flash from 369, but bot side is potentially going to be the answer again. Here comes Shun.
Yeah, he's going over the wall. Does not hit.
Mako 0.
There, Mako trying to burn something in the pit here to get some help from Jackie Love on the other side, but just going to give a kill over to Elk.
And it's a clean kill on bot side. You know, top esports, they show on top side. Tien goes towards top, then there's a dive on bot side. He gets the gank on top side, and then bot lane continues fighting. Feels like that both sides of the map are just falling into more difficult situations.
4-0 for Elk. One of the mainstays of BLG, but also a big stark contrast to what Jackie Love and Mako have done. They are so good solo that when they came together, it looked so damn strong, but it's on and Elk when they came together.
Both Draven and Asholt's used right there.
But their togetherness has really paid dividends.
Think about BLG as a roster, you know, you have Bin, you've got Knight as your solo laners. Like, they should be in so many different worlds. You think this will be the players that you're focusing on. And don't worry, we focus on them a lot as well. But in this playoffs, I think particularly, it has been about these names which have become...
Was there no SI this week? No, there's no SI. We're on break. We'll do an MSI preview next week.
Up to the plate to be worthy of this team.
And I think the biggest thing is the three names that we feel like have stepped up a lot in this one, Shun, Elk, and On. They have never won a championship.
Oh.
This would be the first for them, and they have such a strong performance to kick it off.
You're not against the tankers here, so could end up being a difference maker yet again.
It's going to have to be. We have those first items for everyone. I know it's been about 4 minutes for Jackie Love.
It's a potential 3v2 in bot side. I was wondering about what could happen there. Of course, the thing is, if you go into the Varus, you have the Callista to pull them out. It's a very difficult thing playing against the Callista support as well, because it's one thing pulling a support out to safety. It's another thing having like an instant...
Like a predator in the wild, trying to take down a big axe.
Ooh.
He knows that he
Doesn't see Tien.
That he's there, and he has to pull out. That means Elk and On are safe, and Tien just wasted so much.
Did Travis won't do the Saudi tournament due to moral reasons? Yeah, I thought his video was pretty good.
The head snaps up, the ears perk up, and they run back into the distance, into the forest, and right there.
They know.
They do it again. Look, folks, not only are these players great players of League of Legends, they're pretty good at acting too. They can tell you that they can...
I welcome the new ethical Travis arc. Would you say so far that Knight didn't look that good? No, Knights look fine.
That's the thing about these bot lanes. The 2v2 ADCs are important to keep getting resources.
Knight has also been super good this season. He also won MVP, guys. He's MVP of the fucking league.
Now we have Dragon up and ready to go.
I think with that easy cholesterol kind of being pulled out, and then also the Varus, I think BLG maybe give up this Dragon now. See if Shun has anything to say to it, though. There is a Vi ultimate.
He's had the better of Tien so far, at least, and other members have had the better of the objectives. He's in there. No, he's not going to get it. He's not going to use that ball breaker for it. Elk and On in a little bit of trouble. Magnus, oh, they found the cease and desist. That's the Sky's Descent as well. Jackie Love still alive. Going to pop that Whirling Death, and now it's Shun who has the flash. There's the equalizer in. Bin on the wrong side of the fight, but maybe they will turn back around. Here comes that breath of light, and the breath is cooking top esports. It's about to be a full-on ace. Oh my goodness, it is.
I think a lot of these drafts are just fucking unplayable for top esports. How does Draven stay alive even if he gets these lane advantages?
Big ultimates from them mean that top esports cannot rearrange the fight in their favor. That's a huge moment, an absolutely huge moment. You can see that before this. Again, the ultimates from the bot lane are down. That means that they're not the heroes of this play. And you rightfully think can stop esports. You can look for a big one. But Cream shuffles forward. He has no mobility now. He can't get out of the play. Jackulov gets absolutely seized.
It's impossible for Jackulov to live through this.
Well, BLG fight back so well. Normally, I wouldn't want a non-tank character teleporting into 5 people. But if it's been, I guess we'll allow it.
Hey, he gets the pass 10 times.
Flash forward on the Aurelion Soul, damn.
I have to continue to highlight Elk. This man is 6-0. He's had a hell of a journey to get to this point. He has been in the league since 2018, and now we get a fight here over On all by himself, and he'll go down.
It's something back for top esports. The thing is, though, it feels like a bit of a consolation prize at this point. They've gotten themselves, a couple of odd kills here and there, but it hasn't been decisive. They've gotten themselves the Dragon. That's good. That's a genuine win for them. If they get themselves the Herald, that's big too. In game 1, we had top esports hitting 9,000 kills as a historical organization within LPL. We have a lot of milestones here today. Yeah, 8,000 now hit by BLG as well.
Only their second finals as an organization would be their first victory. Side lane turret goes down to Bin. It is the Rift Herald that was secured.
Says, look, the wave is fine to go up. Scaling again. The Rumble is going to be fantastic in teamfight against the backline. Of course, they're Aurelion Sol as well. They don't need to win all of these fights right now. They're just wave clearing.
On actually getting a nice engage from Tien. There's the MonteCristo arrow. He does not have any tools to get out, and that's another death to On.
Okay, there's a couple of ults put
All right, he's just a support though. It doesn't actually matter that much.
I'm wondering whether just kind of getting that pick just onto the support is enough for them right now.
It's interesting because usually you actually have the Varus as the support and the Callista as the ADC, but they've reversed it here.
Necessarily the game-changing play that you want. 369 caught out just a little bit.
They're bringing over Elk as well. Equalizer from Ben across the top. He gets denied. He's going to have to burn the flash out there. Love on the other side gets Chains of Corruption, and the engage is coming through. Look at Ben. He's going to flash with the Flame Spitter. Jackulov got to get out of there, bud. 369 is all by himself. One hail of arrows doesn't do it. Nobody's going to go down as BLG. Ben takes an extra tower shot. He goes down now as well. Now Tien back from the grave and back ready to fight for top esports. Shun gonna go down too, and a chash in of Jackulov.
There's your decisive victory. It's kind of handed to them a little bit, an overdive by BLG, but this is what top esports need. They need themselves that injection of cash. The Draven passive brings them pretty much even in gold after that points. That's finally something more of what they needed, rather than the odd kills.
That's definitely going to be a second item spike for Jackulov as well. Even though Elk is already on that, it's important that this Draven gets any resources possible, because he is that bridge damage over to Cream. We did get that Leandri's second item completed for Knight now. We get the engage on mid lane. Look how much damage he does. Fate's Call used. Oh, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow across the map. The snipe comes down, and another one goes over the top.
Top esports again, not ready to roll over. They're 0-2 down, but they do not want to see things end here. I think BLG, they've kind of lost control a little bit. They've fallen asleep a little bit at the wheel, and top esports are punishing them. You cannot afford to do that against opponents the level of top esports. Dragon's up in 30 seconds. I would imagine that top esports will get that. They get themselves 2 turrets in one fell swoop. This is a massive phase of play. In the last few minutes, top esports mid-game macro has been something they have beaten BLG with before.
And it's some of the best mid-game macro that we have in the league. It has been incredible to watch the quick decision-making that top esports has had 15 to 20 minutes in, and we see that here in the little fights. But the biggest thing is continuing that momentum forward.
And now with the Dragon spawning, BLG, realistically, can you fight this? I wouldn't put it to them. I think when you're walking into a Draven with this much gold in his hands, you wouldn't be advised at that point. To teleport in from 369, BLG, they're kind of spectating. Can they catch someone out on the retreats?
Oh, they might actually have an angle here. Does look like things are going to calm down a little bit there in the end, but the Dragon was already secured. Now the move in. BLG look
To them.
Here in the little fights, but the biggest thing is continuing.
A little bit surprising that BLG isn't pushing this harder, but they're going to scale so well. I guess it doesn't matter, but still having that Hextech Drake would have been pretty nice for them.
So they're really looking for a fight right now.
And they're also looking to just cut off easy access towards this mid lane. It's going to be a mid lane outer turret falling. That's a big thing. BLG, we talk about how when they take these outer turrets, they just run over the map. It's going to be that mid lane turret falling just now. It's a big moment.
I guess they can just transition this into more map control.
Comes over with the shattering
out here. There's no one coming to respond to this. Knight could teleport, but I think Ben's just out of position.
Yeah, he's completely out of position. This has been a trouble before, and he's all by himself in a 1v4. As Tian comes over with a shattering strike. 369 pays up.
Honestly,
It's interesting the Rumble has TP this game, but I guess even with Ignite, he really has no kill pressure. But that's pretty huge that they are potentially going to be able to get a Baron for this.
force BLG to come into that.
Or at least force TP. I don't think they can take Baron.
Before Sky's Descent available.
Now with the really Soul ult and the shorter death timers at this point in the game, it's 20 seconds.
He's in the pit here now. Tian needs to make it happen. He's a world champion.
Oh! Never mind. They just catch him with the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. They know the ward is there, though. No, Knight knows he's on a ward. I don't understand what Jun is doing. What is Jun trying to do right now? He actually needs to go in. Jun literally walks around the backside of the pit. This is such a weird call. Because there's no peel for the Aurelion Soul when he gets hit by Asher ult. It's fucking... I guess they do stop the Baron. Or they don't. Why is everyone on the backside of the pit? All right, well, they stopped Baron. Up, ult. That was a fiesta. I think Elephant would be more successful if you sexualized your content a bit more. Yeah, we thought that. We're actually going to start dressing Richard up in BDSM gear and greasing him up.
Scrambling. I think they kind of fell asleep a little bit. They were so in control of this game. Wow. Fantastic play. Arrow out of Fog of War. Knight goes down. Yes, he gets the ultimate. The double knocker from Shun back into it means that the damage is still pretty good. But still, the fact that the Assault does not get to play this fight is a big amount of damage missing.
Mako using that piece of terrain to block the Enchanted Crystal Arrow sightline there, and an incredible moment where Knight was ready to put them down into Pound Town, and it's really top esports showing a lot of grit here.
The Baron getting involved with things as well. Seriously though, we haven't had a lot of chance to talk about Cream in the mid lane as well. He walks away with a triple kill. You know, Zazir in game 1. I think a lot of people walk away with that and say, oh, he didn't hit the engages, whatever. I think that was on BLG. This game, though, I really does feel like Cream, he's not allowing BLG that same ability to outplay him. He wants to take things into his own hands. 5 and 2, Zhonya's completed. That stasis will be very important.
And again, this is the farthest that Cream has ever made it. He was the OMG prodigy. He was the guy that was dragging OMG's dead body across the finish line so many years ago. And his first split on another team.
I can't believe top esports is the one dictating the pace of this game. It's so fucking wild. Are they just going to start Baron again because Bin is bot side with no TP? Once 369 has TP, do you just like start Baron again?
In this game at least has been a heck of a string to put on his bow. Top esports now getting vision control. Sat on pink wards, trying to force BLG to once again disrespect the Ash Arrow.
They really want to get a play with Mako. They're going to force the hand of BLG once again. This is just a play that they can continue returning to. It's like a well. You just drop the bucket down and you come up big.
How much water does this one hold, though? BLG, they are still pretty much even in gold. They have themselves some big ultimates. They don't have the big Aurelion Soul ultimate, though. So that's important to note. Top esports, it's been working for now. You cannot just expect this to work for forever, though. Your setup still has to be clean.
I would expect that with that back. Okay, Jackie Love didn't actually complete the full item.
The free, that Ash Arrow can't be the primary target onto him. You need to use something first. Now, Dragon spawning in 10 seconds. Quick Dragon take and then go to back.
Much different. We had a very, very close game number 1. Game number 2, not so much. Now, TES trying to start this reverse sweep with the name
BLG. They have to be around areas of the maps very well. You can see that BLG, they have to keep poking their heads into this Baron and say, are you starting it? Do we have to contest? Are they looking for a fight?
They are looking for a fight. They're going to cease and desist right over on a 369. He's tanky, but he ain't that tanky. There's the engage from Tien. A flash out from Elk. The equalizer coming in from Bin. The Breath of Light trying to dissuade any more engage. Mako's almost dead, but On's getting chased down now by Jackie Love. He's going to try to use his leaps, but there's the flash. There's he auto-attacked the ward. Okay, finally gets the Breath of Light trying to... They are looking for a fight. They're going to cease and desist right over on a 369. He's tanky, but he ain't that tanky. There's the engage from Tien. A flash out from Elk. The equalizer coming in from Bin.
Bin's Rumble's not great, I don't think. Not compared to Keen's. Or 369s.
Attack the ward. Okay, finally gets the cash in there. Top Esports will take down one of the damage dealers, the BLG.
And they also get a lot of flashes for that too. That's big. Elk, no flash. Bin, no flash. And Jackulov with another kill.
Bin,
Looking for a fight.
they are looking for a fight. They're going to cease and desist right over on a 369. He's tanky, but he ain't that tanky. There's the engage from Tien. A flash out from Elk. The equalizer coming in from Bin. For a fight.
Like, I don't understand why we're trying to go after 369 here. You can't kill him. And you use Vials, and now you can't kill Jackulov. Like, BLG is just playing this comp super weird. I think if you just all in on Jackulov with all your ults, you just win the fight. Like, why are we trying to create picks onto 369 when he has flash up and he's playing tank Rek'Sai with 3 items?
Jackulov with another kill. This Draven, again, legendary in his reputation, starting to be a huge threat if you're not landing that equalizer directly onto his head and penning him there. Feels like really top esports, fantastic vision control, fantastic pick play, and they keep going back towards the Baron. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
The well is there for a reason. You're always going to pull up water unless you're in a drought. Now, they see if Top Esports is in drought or in full spring water. They are 5,000 away from burning down this one. It looks like we might flip it soon. Not going to go in the pit just yet. Not going to be denied. Oh, he does get denied. Cream, the man with the difference, has that engage, has that denial for BLG, and now it's...
I mean, they don't have Vial. What are they going to do? They can't take that fight.
The Void Rush comes out for 369.
Oh, my God. 369 inting, though? I can't believe BLG is going to lose this game because they can't, like, sequence their team composition. They had such an advantage, like, and they played well into the Draven by shutting him down. All right, there we go. All right, they killed them all.
Giga BLG, they take all Baron buffs with it. Top Esports fought so hard for that objective, and they denied it not even 30 seconds after they claim it on the top side of the map. You cannot afford to think the fight is over against a team like BLG. They teleport back in.
Aurelion Sol gets third item now.
Where are we starting this? Okay, we're starting off with the ability to go into the pit itself. Cream uses the ult to keep Shun out of the pit, but that means the sweep is not there.
Yeah, this is so bad. They could have just left. Because remember that TES can actually just play for Drake as well during this Baron timer. The over pursuit is crazy, and On actually gets back after dying because they pursue into the jungle where On can meet up with the rest of BLG.
And the desk had talked about the unsung current of this team in Night. Our MVP for spring and the golden left hand of BLG. He is the scaling carry. He is that consistent damage now for them.
He's not necessarily been the main character of either of the series versus Top Esports. You can never count him out, though. His Talir in Game 1 was absolutely absurd.
This could have been a Baron power play into a Hextech Soul, but instead we got this. That's why, you know, you really just have to keep your eye on the prize, which is the slow snowball of the game into the Soul.
We have to take a look at Top Esports. We talked so much about it. It's literally 4 of the GOATs of our league with Cream, an up-and-comer from OMG. We thought so much veterancy would mean that they have the grit to take a 5-game series here to bring back the reverse sweep, but BLG are rebuffing them at every turn.
Swing and a miss on the arrow towards the bot side. Ten gets chunked out here as well. That's the
No
Vials.
way, he can't get caught. Chains of Corruption there, he's dead. Elk finds him again.
It is so hard to survive against the long-range nuke of BLG if you're caught out of position, and this is again creeping closer and closer to BLG, getting that map control. Each of these players
time on BLG. The man is 10, 1, and 6 in a defining game, and you have to put some respect on the
team to maybe the best damn team in the LPL. There's a Dragon coming up now. It'll be solved for Top Esports. The fight isn't done. There is every chance they can fight their way back. They need to find this backline, make them use their tools with less of efficiency than they've done in their previous fights.
This is a soul for Top Esports. BLG need to deny it. Tien on the other side of the wall, gonna take the hex gate, gonna go for the engage. He actually finds it. He has the
Whoa, actually a good engage by Tien. Up, they're using their ults for Peel. They used everything for Peel, so now this is so crazy. This is so desperate from Top Esports. I mean, look at this. Like this should for BLG just be a free Drake.
On the other side of the wall, gonna take the hex gate, gonna go for the engage. He actually
But their solo laners just get caught here. And
he's locked down so heavily. Is he gonna get the pull the trigger on? He's gonna use it to try to
it's so weird.
That's a lot of damage back. Look at on. They are caught though. As top esports, they're getting the fight turned right back on him. We've seen this before, Nightmara. As it's BLG who will not give up the fight so easily. On has that bait call pulled, not gonna pull Elk into it, but it's back to the dragon we go.
Oh gosh, you cannot take your eyes off of any member on the back of it. These fights are not front to back, they're all over the place. Dragon's been started up top.
All right, both solo laners, 369 and Knight have TPs up. But there's Rend. Okay. Yeah, Ben's Rumble's not great. Not in this game, at least.
That's a nice response from Jackie Love. The mechanics coming out clutch.
Make like BLG have just come down on him.
You know, but I think the coolest thing, and I think
BLG looks so weird at this comment. It is wild that they can't just easily win this game, in my opinion. Like, the backline should just die. Ashe and Draven should just die here. It's a lot of it's Vi ult targeting. A lot of it is them not setting up their front line properly. Like, why are their solos separated from the rest of their team? You need to use your ults, your Aurelion Soul and your Rumble ults onto their backline. You can't use it to peel for yourself.
Even though they are potentially in the best roles of all time. I've only won like one title or something. We've got players on BLG which have never won a title. We've got Creamans in the mid lane for top esports in the mix as well. You get this wonderful blend of old and new and everyone fighting their hearts out. That place in history.
And I love it because for two teams that have literally decided most of their season by 15 minutes into the game, we've had multiple long games in this series.
And that's fantastic because it means that these old gods of each of their roles, the new blood, can decide it here in the now.
Baron started. We've seen this before. Top esports, they want to burn it. They want to take it. Shun can't get in the pit. The Baron gone to Tien. They don't want to take the engage on the back end of it, but they need to start positioning out of this mid lane.
Okay, top esports, they claim back some vision. It's an important thing for them. I think BLG, after kind of committing towards the bot side of the map for that dragon, they lost a little bit of control towards the top side. Again, top esports, very good at their macro, very good at getting that ability to move across the map, particularly around these objectives. They have occasionally flummoxed BLG with that one. What can they do with this? And this Baron around them.
The thing I find interesting at this point in the game is there's a couple options for engage on the side of top esports. There's really only one big option for BLG and Shun. He has to kick it off.
I think he's got a great angle, right? We've got Hex Gates. That helps you get behind enemy lanes. Yes, you're pushing in towards mid lane here, but look at a couple from the side.
For engage.
Just around the place from BLG. Bin each of their roles. The new blood can decide it.
Their season by 15 minutes into the game.
I like how top esports just sits on Baron this whole game. And if they just try enough times, they get it for free.
New blood can decide it here in the now.
Baron started. We've seen this before. Top esports, they want to burn it. They want to take it. Shun can't get in the pit. The Baron gone to Tien.
So just an uncontested Baron, is that how this shit ends?
Right now.
Yeah, this is the answer is for now.
2 goes down, so that
probably it felt like after that leads are very good at late game. Side river, top east.
Soul and a Hex Tech Soul for top esports.
Yeah, you do not want to give that one over, especially with someone like the Ashe as well. It kind of gets that chain.
Oh, it's going over.
It is going over so quickly though. It's Soul, Baron, and
Guys, because we don't int after Baron this time, so we can actually get Soul.
They can't get the damage down. It's going to be a couple ultis down, and MonteCristo arrow still very far from going in.
Oh, Jun. Oh, he doesn't get the ult. Oh, they don't get the Vi ult onto Jackie Love. All right, well. Knight goes over the wall as well. Oh, they use the ults, but they don't actually have the Vi lockdown. Because he literally Qs on top of 369. And he dies mid-ult, so he GA revives. Oh, God. If you want those Aurelion Soul and Rumbles to do damage, you actually do have to hit the Vial. Wild game. Wow, I think BLG should have won that one too, frankly.
No problem. We did have that one red side from BLG just before this, but it's really important for top esports to say a little bit later.
The first.
I think the
Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Be back.
one switch was firmly switched on.
All right.
BLG on needs to stabilize a little bit more. We're back with BLG on the blue side. We knew that was going to be a likelihood. This time, Top East will spend the Ashe on the red side, and it does mean that once again we're getting these AD carries left up and available. The kill lanes, the Kallistas, the Varuses, and the Lucians.
I want 4 more ADCs, all with Halo Blades again. Let's do it. The biggest thing about this was that BLG were on the red side there.
All right, now we're actually banning the Ashe, which was instrumental to that top esports win. And BLG is banning Bin's Rumble from himself after what we saw. Also because of 369. That's the joke. Ha ha ha. Yes, I know. But we banned Poppy, and now we're allowing them to take Callista because we want to first pick Azir. Interesting. Maybe not the play. So Varus Nico. You know, BLG is just like turned into T1's bot lane. It's fucking weird. You know, Senna Ornn, Varus Nico. These are like T1 pioneering lanes.
The Callista go towards the Halo Blades lethality variant as well. It is a poke Callista, so you play from a longer range. That means the Nico has a harder time reaching them. So really need to see how Elkin on play from the laning phase. It's been solid from them so far. And that's Tian who picks up that fire.
Definitely.
Can you be all the same? And of course, yeah.
So no Wukong this game.
Well, not even 369. It would have been the
They don't want a repeat of the Vi disaster from Tien in game number 2. Have you watched the anime Count of MonteCristo, Gankutsuo? Yes. It is actually the best. Not that it says a lot, because all of the other ones are shit. It is the best film/TV adaptation of the Count of MonteCristo that I am aware of. But that's because it's mostly done badly. And yes, I say that even though Gankutsuo is where the Count of MonteCristo is a fucking space vampire and they fight in mecha suits, it is still a better adaptation of the original source material than any other film or TV version. It's wild. Okay, so we're blinding the Renekton here once more. Has been the blind champ. Oh, Jin's Kindred, an all-time classic. So they have lots of CC. This will probably be Grasp Azir, right? And we're going to play Gragas, 369's legendary Gragas.
As the last pick. Oh, this is just wonderful. This is wonderful. So we get Shun on Kindred. That's a great historical pick for him. But 369.
That's what I want to talk about.
This game
Clean, but you
because they have.
So here we go into the final game of the series.
That's what they said the choice was last time.
We will see what's going to happen. Well, let's just see how far Jakilov goes, because what you can do is have the top and the jungle stick together. With this, it looks like there was a potential option there, but just look at where Jakilov's going. That'll be the telling beginning of the question. It looks like it's going to be standard lanes. The question has been answered. None of those shenanigans this time.
Esports where he hasn't felt like the main character. Cream had main character energy last game. And I think for a guy who is in his first split.
Yeah, for sure. And, now we've got, Knight on the Azir again. This is not a champion he is famous for. He is famous for a lot of champions. This is one which a lot of people...
Yeah, his Azir has always been bad, which is definitely like a strike against BLG in the current meta because of how good Faker and Chovy are at Azir. Like, it's a very dangerous champion. Internationally, I think.
The bot lane's still going to be the name of the game, it feels like, between these two. Elk last game went like 10 and something. Ridiculous on the Varus. But for me, it's the fact that we do have some bot side.
And as predicted, it was the Grasp Azir. You're relying more on the Kindred here for damage. So the Azir is going to be another engaged champion alongside the support Nico.
Go for bot side plays. Want to flip things up towards the top though. Talked about 369 on Gragas. Again, this guy is a legendary top lane. He can play tanks, he can play bruisers, he can play carries, he can play everything right now. But particularly this Gragas, which also has builds which are all of the above. You could actually do all of those builds there. This champion really stands out in his champion pool, and particularly against stuff like the immobile backline and also the Kindred ult. Very big in this draft.
Very, very big, and I think the matchup itself very big. We've seen them have big influences on the backline in all these fights, but it's also two legendary top laners. Bin getting to go back to MSI, where he had a pentakill on Camille, not too shabby. But it's seriously been a split about integrity and growth through that top lane. The difference we've seen in the picks and the flexibility between tank and carry for 369, and the growth of that for Ben as well.
Absolutely. I think, Ben, he's a player with a lot of depth in his history. He's a Worlds finalist. He's an MSI winner. He's an MSI finalist from last year as well, with RNG, of course, not with BLG from last year. Even that, he reached the finals at that point. This guy is Kindred players, to be fair. It is somewhat, and not all of it, but he is somewhat of a regional specialty between players like Shun, like, of course, Milky Way as well.
And he had like a 66% win rate, I think, before the last series that he had, where they took the loss against Top Esports. But it's definitely something where it changes the style of approach from BLG, where they did have a lot of facilitation from Shun for majority of this game. Now he's on the carry.
He is. It does mean it's harder to look for dives. You have three very squishy champions, so all you're realistically doing here is poking. Shun walks down, and he forces them up.
Yeah, you're not going to dive with the Kindred.
Every dive threat, which BLG has made an absolute lethal weapon against so many other teams. Auto attack rather than that big Q pierce range instead. But interested now to see whether Jaculov can pilot this in the positioning manner you need to.
That's been one of the biggest questions about Kalista. We've seen so much back and forth with the lethality and the sustained damage carries. Just using some vision control with his clone there. Gotta get
Yikes.
damage on a Mako. You gotta watch those piercing arrows on the backside. But now we also have the objectives coming up. And with this priority bot side, BLG should be able to take first dragon.
They can do if they want. Remember, there have been a couple of times they've had priority bot lane. They've chose to kind of forgo that first dragon instead. You can see that Tien, he's on vision. You know that he's on the bot side of the map, and that's going to take away the Gromp, which is, of course, okay, so that's fine. Now he's running.
Ooh.
Cream trying to
kind of forgo that first dragon instead. You can see that Tien, he's on vision. You know that he's on the bot side of the map, and that's going to take away the Gromp, which is, of course, okay, so that's fine. Now he's running.
Cream trying to strike.
That was actually cheeky.
Cream trying to strike.
Try to CQ flash on him.
Cream trying to strut his stuff against Knight.
Dad, you see that Tien, he's on vision. You know that he's on the bot side of the map, and that's going to take away the Gromp, which is, of course, okay, so that's fine. Now he's running.
Cream trying to strut his stuff against Knight there. I like to see it.
Yeah, it's not like, is he
The golden left hand's quick, man.
He is very quick, and also he has just held that shoulder. I was like, I've got a shield from my E. I'm gonna be fine. So he ends up winning that mind game. That's important now, actually, because
it is.
That's a flash blown before level 6 from Knight. Now Knight can end up losing that shuffle in there. Cream, no, he had a fantastic main character game last game. Now, without a flash coming up against Shun and Knight with their level 6s, particularly for that Azir coming up, big moment for him. So now play safe.
And I also think
Are the 3 small rock attacks more damage than the boulder? If you hit all of them. If you hit, I don't know exactly where the tipping point is, but if you hit most of the smaller rocks, it should be more damage than the boulder, but it doesn't CC. The boulder slows.
Meanwhile, BLG had started up the dragon and will secure.
They will do. Jaculov is on a reset, no chance of him walking in towards that play as well. So BLG take the dragon on a good timing to make sure the Kalista cannot be a part of that fight. Grub's not been taken just yet. There's a pink ward in the back of the pit from Tien, I believe. He might have put that one over just there. But Top Esports, they have information on whether that was going to get started up. And now he will be starting those up.
The 1v1 and top side here. Ben trying to take down 369. The cast comes through. 369 walks away.
It's been just using that dominance to make sure it's a strong trade. It also means that the cask not available from 369 for a big fight that could happen on top side. And actually with this said, so what Tien ended up doing was jumping into the back of the pit, taking one, then jumping out. I think as soon as the cask is using that grab, you think, look, okay, let's not go for it. Renekton is a champion. I know a lot of people have had issues with him over different seasons of League, but particularly, it doesn't matter what season it was, he was always good around playing the 6, 7, 8 minute mark in top side of the map. With that first dominance of the game, you don't want to take fights against a high rage Renekton, especially with 369 below that out.
Did you know that crocodiles have over 1,000 pounds of bite force?
Is it gonna bite one of these guys in top lane right now?
No, he's fine. No, Nobody wants to go into the river where
I love this where it's just like I almost want there to be a documentary playing in the players' ears at this point. It's like you try and gank the Renekton. Did you know he's got a 1,000-pound bite force? And they're like, no, funnily enough, Mazel, I didn't know that. I'm going to leave top lane.
Oh yeah, that's a good call. Little things you pick up as a zookeeper here and there. But I do wonder how they can approach that one because 369 on his Gragas is going to have so much to deal with in the late game as well.
I did know that crocodiles have very weak opening jaw muscles, though, so you can hold them shut.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why you can, like, you see, like, Steve Irwin and stuff. Is like
pretty big downtime in this game.
Jumps, but now
So we try and farm up
Mark here on the
No, so
TN.
a Kindred.
uses smite onto the blue buff, so we can't smite away the Gromp, and that's an ult coming in from
Blossom.
Arrow.
They know
Ooh.
he has nothing left, and they want to soon looking for a mark here on the
No,
TN.
so Tien's just uses smite onto the blue buff, so we can't smite away the Gromp, and that's an ult coming in from Arrow.
Nice flash follow. He doesn't have Q, so he just gets CC'd.
Want to mark so badly for Sun. He's gonna flash. He's gonna
Oh, he gets his Q back up. Still gets the mark, though. Pretty nice. Oh, no, he didn't get it.
Love gonna flash. He does get the piercing.
Oh, my God. On gets the kill. They tried so hard.
He's gonna flash. He's gonna get it, and that's the first one and first blood for BLG. Oh no, Jackie Love gonna flash. He does get the piercing arrow to the back.
Would have been pretty nice for Jhin to get that one.
On bot lane.
It does, and now if you get the Gromp here as well, I'm pretty sure that Shun is just about to get his 4 marks. They're going to use the
gonna get
Nico clone to cancel
No
it
way.
back.
Oh, the piercing arrow doesn't hit, but the hail
Ooh.
strike first on bot lane.
It does, and now if you get the Gromp here as well, I'm pretty sure that Shun is just about to get his 4 marks. They're going to use the Nico clone to cancel it back.
Oh, the piercing arrow doesn't
Nice.
hit, but the
It's
hail of
really well played by
arrows
Elkanon.
gets one.
It's the bot side jungle bot lane combination again. 2 kills in the bot side. You get so much gold onto some very important carries, and Jackulov on the Callista cannot live under bot lane turret. This could be such a big moment.
And how are we 9 minutes in and BLG have a 2,000 gold lead?
So much of it is about Shun using this Kindred early game as an absolute wrecking ball. As soon as this champion was released, the favorite thing for Kindred to do is walk into enemy junglers and just fight them. Flashes beyond the grand entrance, blocks out that Vi Q, so it means he can't escape. Fantastic use of that summoner spell from Shun to win out on that play.
God, I'm gonna cry. They haven't even won yet, man. Like, this guy is popping off against TN, man. Like, how do you do this? The growth from this guy from IG to BLG has been insanity.
And, you know, top esports on the other side.
God, they're so good at playing through the spot lane and taking these advantages. Their punish game into bot invades is so crazy, BLG.
To lose focus this time, there aren't any Ash arrows this time.
Buying so much.
Which is a big thing. Actually, that was huge at that point. So there's a flash away from Knight. Here comes On.
Oh no, he's completely locked out. Now the Fate's Call coming in as well from Jackie Love. They have the Lamb's Respite there, buying so much sustained time, though Knight will end up falling to Cream. Jackie.
There's a flash away from
Well,
another deficit.
that left a lot to be desired.
To lose focus this time. There aren't any
Knight dies to clear ward.
Which is a big thing. Actually, Knight was huge.
Remember, Vi didn't use ult in that engagement, so it's pretty cocky.
Locked out. Now the Fate's Call coming in as well from Jackie Love. They have the Lamb's Respite there, buying so much sustained time, though Knight will end up falling to Cream. Jackie Love has stepped forward now. On and Shun there to back them off. It is a kill given over, though.
It is a Knight,
Orzo, thank you for your tier 1 sub. I appreciate you.
enough to give him complete ability to turn that play around on out onto the map. Here comes Mako.
Oh, that Tangle Barb was massive, but he still goes down in the end, and it's, of course, Jackie Love who picks up the kill.
Well, if you're not winning in bot lane, move the bot lane somewhere else. That's exactly what happens from top esports. They take Jackie Love and Mako, and they make some huge plays in the mid lane. What is this at the cost of, though? You're losing huge amounts of gold towards this bot side. You have a teleport coming in to continue the cross map coming through.
They got to keep the tempo going. They got to keep the momentum going. They do not want to be dragged down in a 3-1 series as Cream gets the Chains of Corruption over from Elk. Is not followed up on. They did deny him for a little bit, but he did end up...
You think Jhin really improved individually, or his supported cast is drastically better when he was with IG? I mean, it's easier to play a more aggressive style of jungling when you have the bot lane that they do and the style that they do. So it's kind of hard to tell, I think, is the answer. Like, having winning lanes fucking helps, you know what I mean? He's got very good teammates, and it may just be enabling a style that he always had but was unable to play previously.
He's a bit easier to pick off as well. Maybe 369 can use a cast to threaten him in the next fight. But they do lose out on those grubs, so we need to see whether BLG can use that to really wreck some towers.
5 grubs, pretty big for this comp as well. A little bit of siege potential there. Dragon will be traded back over for those. Elk has hit his first item spike on that opportunity. We also got the Kraken Slayer for soon.
Do so. We're starting to get towards those big damage moments, and that means that when you misstep, things are going to go out of hand. Yeah, it's the switch, folks. It's the switch, and I really want to see it on this Nico. The big problem is this champion is very, very squishy if you fall behind. He's up here trying to make a play towards top side. 369 though has the Sunfire Cape. He's going for the full tank. Shun's on top side. Realistically, can you actually dive this though? I don't think so.
That's a 5th mark for Shun, slowly but surely hitting. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah.
You're 12 minutes in and you already have your first spike. 7 is the next one. You're on 5.
Yeah, the extra range increase, very important. If you can use it to make it a little harder for Vi to get Qs onto you, for the Talir to get a big combo onto you as well, it means that you're going to get
esports a little bit more. They have so much.
It's just once BLG starts one of these snowballs and you get the invade, it becomes super difficult to play against them.
Absolutely. I think that top esports, you know, I think one thing which you can, with that, the damage, the attack speed from your Q, the damage from your W and your E as well goes up. Elk, spots out.
Whoops.
That's a big boy right there, Elk. You gotta be careful. He does have his friends, and you know, friends are more powerful than a solo member. They do have the double marksman up here, and 369. He's gonna be rolling some threes here, and he gives over a kill to Elk.
Oh, he almost finds the angle. Tien just around the corner. Could have done something special, but instead gifts over a kill all the same.
Uber Blacktorn, thank you for resubscribing. Appreciate you coming back again.
And the biggest, starkest difference from the last time we saw Shun take the Kindred into...
Did Monty talk about the Riot spin in the stream so far? No, I'll probably make a separate video. That requires a whole video, guys. Obviously, the lies are just ridiculous. I couldn't get over Mark Z just complaining about how the goalposts were being moved. The goalposts aren't being moved. What we're talking about is the health of LCS as a North American league. And like Brazilian fans aren't going to help that. So, and also his ridiculous straw manning of like, why doesn't anybody ask about LCK viewership if it's Korean or not? Nobody questions that. In fact, one of the main criticisms that Arnold Hur, the CEO of Gen G, has said is that all the LCK teams are losing money. I've done shows with Arnold Hur on them about how the LCK has lost money. I have criticized LCK for not having any English sponsors on their English stream. I have said, how the fuck do you have Kia on LEC and LCS, but you can't get them to the same North American and European audience onto a fucking LCK English broadcast? The sponsorship sales in LCK have been wildly incompetent.
It's a safari around the Herald. You sat there like, if you look out to your right, you'll see the Herald being killed. They don't really thing there. They don't exactly go towards the steal, but still.
But people don't want to hear this, guys. The problem is that it just falls on deaf ears because unfortunately the news is just bad. And either you already know it's bad because you're not an LCS fan and you have a brain and can see numbers and understand that it's bad, or you're an LCS stan and you're just going to deny reality. So, Wonder Walrus, thank you. Monty, you're getting caught up in all the dumb details. Remember, all that matters is NA is greater than EU. I fear that is not going to be true at this MSI.
So, what does it mean to contest these objectives then? We see that Shun is down towards this bot side, at least getting some vision control first. He's not going to be able to get that scuttle. He's just hanging around in the back of this pit, seeing if he could do anything off of vision. No, he can't. So, vision control established for now for top esports. That will give them some extra ability to go allow 369 or Mako into a flanking position. Very important for them to have access to the backline. If you can
all right, let's see about this Drake.
The Cask on top of that, the Vi on top of that. I think BLG's team composition falls apart, so they need to do everything in their power to stop top esports.
Ben just making the move early. Neither top laner has TP, so Ben just dropping down. 369 following. Watch 369's Gragas, though. He's probably the best Gragas player in the world in top lane. His zoning and his tank frontlining is incredibly good.
It's squishy, but you still have the CC and you got a decent amount of damage. Herald put down as a counterweight in mid lane. Fush is in that mid lane. Makes it harder for BLG to get into rhythm.
So TES uses the Herald just to get Drake control and vision control back.
The wrestling team coming in. Dragon started. Bin on the side. He will not be spotted. He has a full-on flank. Cream has his. Weaver's wall coming
Okay. You see Ben. 369 goes off for a flank. Cream's wall is a bit early. Oh my god. This is like, you know, this is the danger right here, and this is why Carry is so good at this Nico support as well. Flash in, 4 up. Shouldn't sell his ult.
And BLG, like they've done all series, will pull off the fight.
Oh, the Varus ult from Elk was absolutely phenomenal.
enough.
Where's the Verisol? I didn't see it.
We'll be blocking them up. They don't have the damage to take this dragon yet.
Early on that, they get the Verisol through.
The Chains of Crystal. No, it's the Chains of Corruption. Pop bombs them on the form.
The Verisol through.
We'll be blocking them up. They don't have the damage to take this dragon yet.
That was like a max range Verisol onto Tien there.
No, it's the
And then they chain it into the W, and then he flashes, but he flashes into range bot boss. Really good engage by BLG.
Oh my goodness, BLG take the dragon here now. No, they want the fight. That's the Emperor's fight. The Chains of Crystal. No, it's the Chains of Corruption. Pop bombs them on the 4 members. Oh my goodness, BLG take the dragon here now. No, they want the fight. That's the Emperor's fight going a bit wide from Knight. Look at Bin though. Pop bombs them on the 4 members. Oh my goodness, BLG take the dragon here now. No, they want the fight. That's the Emperor's fight going a bit wide from Knight. Look at Bin though.
And 369 makes so much space there.
And BLG, like they've done all series, will pull off of the fight.
Oh, the
Really good engage by BLG.
absolutely phenomenal. Catches out the jungler unawares, and Tien goes down. So you
For BLG, it had been 2,000 since 8 minutes, and we take a look back.
so this
Yeah, Elk's ult right there is like max range.
basically it comes down just as the Verisol hit.
And he catches the W before he flashes, so he's still stunned, and then that sets this play up right.
Smite for that dragon as well, and as it comes down, On just goes straight in and goes for the juggler. And as we said, Knight puts them in check.
369 actually hits Knight there with the body slam. Stopping that engage is pretty good.
Don't have the easiest time going forwards.
And I know you talked about On throwing his body. Sometimes that works, man. This guy has been such an incredible... He's gotten props from Missing, from Mako. His play has improved so much in the last 2 years. And that's why I love focusing on these two bot lanes, because we have very differing styles, right? Two carries on top esports that have been so good individually coming together. For BLG, they were not good individually. They had some good moments, but together they are literally Megatron at this
Oh,
point.
is Rakan charm the hit Knight?
Again, the reason why so many of these players can look good is because everyone has systems in place to help them play like that. Everything
coming up as a second item has come across for
on the on-hit Varus.
the pop blast.
Hit, I mean, technically that could go. It's a little temple, and here comes out. Shield
They're
thrown.
under turret.
I mean, they go under turret here. Feels pretty desperate.
Slam, and they're gonna take down Elk.
Double
For
TPs.
BLG, the pop blast.
Oh, God.
Members now, though, and what fight did you get? What did it cost you? And as Thanos says, everything, as BLG will be rebuffed by the cask of 369. Bin has made the difference.
Oh, Toppy's
Thing is, now you have Baron.
deep onto Elk. There you go.
Because all your damage is still there. Like, you can kill Elk, but when you have the Kindred in the jungle plus the Azir, you still have tons of Baron damage.
As they were the ones to stop top esports in a similar one. But BLG now forcing the hand of top esports. Here they come to answer. Mako goes in. Nice double grand entrance. Body slam on top of it all. But they have the damage right onto Mako and right onto Cream. Look at the flash from Shun. He wants to be the difference maker. And he's found the Lamb's respite to save the day.
Well, they stopped Baron, I guess.
Does he end up getting his spell shield blown? It's the pierce.
Yeah.
The pierce towards it. It's a
That
good skill shot.
coordination.
Really important, because if you don't blow that spell shield, this play is much harder to make out. On, however, on the other side of it, just punishes the overengage. The initial pick, it's good.
Good patience by BLG. They waited for them to make that play and then immediately pulled the trigger on the double TP.
He literally is just walking at Jackie Love and at Cream, and it becomes so much harder to navigate. Now, we did get that Leandries completed for Cream. We are going to have a little bit of that damage potential, even if top esports are down 4,000 gold.
And when you've got, Renekton, Dash Champion, Kindred, Dash Champion, you got the Azir as well. There are, I know even the Protobelt technically from as well as a Dash. This Talia, even if they don't hit the combo, can just deny a lot of angles for these champions to get themselves really clean team fights, which means that BLG, they need to choose their angles well. LPL champion.
First split the top esports and 369 back home. They want to
Has flash, he's off vision, that's important. But top esports, they're hanging around towards bot side right now rather than top side. If they go towards top side,
Dude, On just finding the angles.
Maybe On finds himself something. He's spotted out now.
369, a little bit of trouble. Use the body slam out of there. Dragon has been started, already down about 4,000 health here. Top esports can use the
Okay, better wall than last time.
Shun is in the back of the pit though, and Shun will take those all day. No, Tien gets the difference, as now he will be burned down though. He gets
Flash W
out of Bin. Bin's
onto
top of
Tien.
the cast comes through, but they wanted him the whole time. Cream was left out by his And that's going to be the cleanser immediately bought by Jackie Love and trying to get out of that chains of corruption.
Oh, now they're on the wrong side of the map. Shun walks forward, top esports.
Oh no.
And that's going to be the cleanser immediately bought by Jackie Love and trying to get out of that chains of corruption.
Oh, now they're on the wrong side of the map. Shun walks forward, top esports.
Oh my god.
They're so far from home, and I think they're getting sent back in caskets.
My goodness, BLG are chasing down Jackie Love, and they're going to even pop the Pop Blossom, because why not? As they will take top esports to task here. Shun's looking on the other side. He's trying to chase down the big man. He's got some legs, he's got some moves. Let's see if he can get away.
He might just be able
I think he gets out.
Teleport back to base. I think if he teleports out, though, the problem is that you lose Baron after this on.
Oh!
He missed the tangle barb.
Oh my god. So close.
He goes to top lane. Thing is, though, he's half HP, and he can't come back to the play. So after these fights have gone so long, Baron now in favor of BLG.
TN denied the soul last time, the soul point last time around.
Too low to do it.
Rocks are not enough.
So Makeup uses that W to go in. Of course, didn't have that. Just maybe that could have been different. Again, it's the mess.
Yo, the cask. Been still perfectly fine. Again, we said he's a crocodile.
Fight forces, that's something he needs to be wary of. But still, top esports, they are trying to do what happened last game. BLG, try and get BLG to lose focus. Go into that mess and just say, look, we have a lot of veterans. We know our macro's clean. We have ourselves some really good globals and long-range engage tools. Let's see if we can fight our way through the mess.
And that's the beauty of what top esports have been approaching these last 5-10 minutes on. They are literally roaming around the map together, trying to find these picks as best as possible.
And particularly if you're out of position, there's a Vital, there's a Talia to combo right after that point. Talia, nasty, nasty combo, especially with these items. And with all the things said and done, you know, top esports, it felt than BLG in the mess.
Yeah. JDG again in the finals, but top esports took them down. They've taken everything that was given to them. Now they need to take one more to bring it to Silver Scrapes.
You know, top esports, you know, this is a team which a lot of people know over history from the LPL, because this is a team which has been in so many finals, so many titles contested by them. 2023 was an off year for them. They didn't make it to a finals, they didn't make it to an international event, but this team expects excellence. They've shown glimpses of that excellence in this series. And they show a little bit more. They're still down some gold. They're still not necessarily out of this game.
3 world champions, the veterancy.
It's actually pretty bonkers that BLG hasn't been able to take a Baron yet. They've been really close a couple of times.
As well, somewhere amongst the mess, Shun on 7 marks. Second range increase. He's getting towards those 3 items as well. He is going to hit like a truck. It is going to be very, very...
Esports moving around to try to catch out Knight on the transition to this Baron pit.
When we're looking into these kind of plays, playing around Fog of Horror, again, trying to make sure the game doesn't become about horror survival. People jumping out of the damage tube, being chunked out just a little bit.
All outers down for top.
Wave into just more. I wonder how Knight can be a more engaged factor as well at some point.
To me, it feels like this fight, even though it's not for a soul, it's not for any lasting impact, it feels like we're on the precipice of the game-deciding fight. It feels like with this 5,000 gold... Oh, gonna get the flash out. That's big.
Big thing. Again, one of the big things about LPL is that we fight to remove tools. We fight to remove things like these flash and these ultimates. However, with them committing towards bot side, top esports start up the Baron.
They already do, and they will immediately pull back off of it. They just wanted to get being
about how they're moving across the map. You do see that they don't quite make it work this sports.
Zor's probably going to go for the slow snowball at BLG. I mean, Mountain Soul's crazy valuable.
So we talked about the pick potential for top esports so many times. That is still feeling like the way into victory. But we have 3 item spikes for both Knight and Elk. Feels like you just want to take a front-to-back fight and take that ADC. Oh, Chains of Corruption goes wide. Double Pop Blossom there. And
holy shit. Great engage.
Nothing left in the fight, and it's 3-6-9.
Oops. Bin may not have, or 369 may not have wanted to launch Bin in that specific location. All right, well now they get Baron.
In shining armor that makes the killing blow. A team effort for BLG to turn the series.
Calm, cool, and collected. Look at those.
A difficult one. He has a flash. He has an ult to carry him somewhere. Knight wants to block out the pit.
Wait, but BLG, they move to top side.
Baron on 5 people. Them trying to slap back. Huge victory there for BLG. They slaughtered through towers. You got the Demolish, you got the 5 grubs, you got the Baron. And this is going to be top esports now scrambling. They have a flank teleport. This is them trying to slap back before BLG can make use of the Baron.
They have to. Tempo plays have been the best thing for top esports. They're They're gonna try to pull it here.
Scream.
Double TP. Got Mako.
I mean, Keria also had a very good Nico support game in the finals. I think it's just a very strong support champ in the right hands.
He is out of there, and it's Knight.
It's just it both serves as excellent harassment in lane, allows you to dominate lane, and is just fucking crazy good engage.
Yeah, you know, eventually, this is a bit of a trivia piece for you out there. Knight initially wanted the name without the K at the start of it. He wants to be Knight, the darkness of it. Feels like he slipped away into the darkness series, but that play there shows exactly why.
A BLG
As well, maybe.
There is no
I guess we're just not going to get a replay of that.
for them in front of them. They've taken down
Oh,
2 years. They have
5,000 gold Baron power play. That's brutal.
and now they're on the cusp.
Top esports, they are scrambling. Can they wave clear in time? How far is this going to
6,000 gold. Well, that's over.
They have the 5 grubs. They are looking to go a
They
little
want it.
further.
They want it so bad, Nightmare. They want to
The problem is top esports has pretty weak wave clear at this point.
The BLG, all they need are a couple more
They have, you know, they have Qs from Talia and then Qs from Gragas. That's about it.
Can top esports, the might go down. They are done as they lose their main engage.
Man, TN was terrible this series. Holy shit.
Is the blood enough to buy space?
Oh, the flash goes, they get him. Oh my gosh. BLG, they've done it. They got 1. They got 2. They are on the cusp, and they've done it. They are on the road, and they
Wait for a YouTube vid then. I mean, just go check out the live stream on YouTube. You can just rewind it from the beginning right now.
BLG's history. They rode, and they make it to silver as the Dragon Cup will go their way for a first time in BLG's history.
Look at those nerds celebrating.
Are champions.
BLG made that look pretty easy, honestly. So it's not a super competitive finals. Who is my series MVP? Probably Elk. Elkaron.
This has been their mountain climb. It has been well earned. It has been hard fought, and I am so excited.
On kind of had a bad game 3 though, so probably Elk.
Not only do they bring in Knight, not only do they find strength in their early game.
Who got
They
MVP?
have done a double record-breaking split in summer and spring. Now they return, and for the first time in the organization's history, but also for Shun, Elk, and On, it is their first title and much deserved.
Oh, got it? Yeah, it makes sense to me. He was so good at game 1 in particular.
Very rare to find these occurrences.
You doing global power ranks before MSI? No, I don't have time. I have to fly back to the States, guys. I'm sorry. My shit all got fucked up. Thoughts on BLG versus Genji? I mean, I'm concerned about Genji's laning performance. But top side, I think, is very good for Genji.
Huge congratulations to the team. Huge congratulations.
So we'll see. I mean, the nice thing for Genji is they neutralized a lot of the similar picks that we saw. Because basically a lot of the lane combos that BLG used in this series are the ones T1 used, right? So maybe Genji will have a draft strategy against that. If Keen doesn't play Cassante Rek'Sai, what does he play as a huge champion pool? And also he has whack-ass picks, too. He can play counter picks a lot of the time, too. Like fucking Tristana, Darius. Keen is very good. He just prioritizes Cassante, Rek'Sai, Twisted Fate because those are just strong blinds, right? And very strong in different compositions. But he's crazy good. I mean, he could play Quinn into... He's probably the best Quinn player in the world. And he'll play Quinn into Renekton. Keen's Rumble is also insane. Keen's Rumble is way better than Bin's Rumble. All right, guys, I got to bounce. Sorry, I was a little bit low energy today. I'm not feeling well. I will be streaming every match of MSI. I will be doing it right after, since I'm going to be in the U.S., I will do it right after the games end in the morning U.S. time / afternoon European time. So you guys can look forward to that. See you guys next week.